There's dirt on my hands, strong like a tree. There's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon. They sing on a sleepless night. Try to catch me howling at the moon. Won't stop fighting to the very end. Many men try to reach it, many men have failed. Well, if you wanna get to heaven, you gotta raise a little hell. And I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon.
History beckons as rugby's greatest domestic tournament comes to Loftus Versfeld this evening, and the Vodacom Bulls take on a team brimming with confidence. Maybe not a French giant, but certainly a team capable of, I don't even want to say upset after the team we announced, but certainly capable of pulling off a big victory. It's the Vodacom Bulls taking on Lyon from France. Welcome to Bullseye TV, wherever you are, however you may be listening. My name is Mark Kara. I'm joined as always, Kulikan Hlongwane.
Good evening, Mark. Awesome evening at Loftus Versfeld on Kirkness Road. In the first game in the Heineken Champions Cup, Lyon are currently sixth in the top 14, Marcus, with a 7-5 record. 7-5 record, but listen to this. They've won their 4 of their last 5, including a win against Toulouse. Coming up against us, a giant in the URC, 7-2 record, and we are unbeaten at home this year. Unbeaten in 12 games in the URC. Unbelievable fixture.
It's clash of the juggernauts, isn't it? And speaking of juggernaut, I know one juggernaut making his 100th cap.
Oh yeah,
Lizo Goboka. An absolute legend, a Loftus legend if there ever was one, a man who's been fouled by injury recently, but he returns, makes his much anticipated return this evening, coming off the bench. What an occasion, what an auspicious moment for that man.
Yeah, Marcus, what an auspicious occasion, and what a person, what a man, you know, Marcus, what a man off the field and on the field, Marcus, you know, and he led our Currie Cup team last season. You know, he's really one of the leaders in this Bulls setup, Marcus.
Yeah, and before we chat about this game, and I'm sure he's going to make a massive impact off the bench in it, let's chat about our last game against Cardiff. And we spoke about the much vaunted Cardiff team and much vaunted defense. We said we billed it as the battle of the top attack versus the top D, and at the end of the day, it was a resounding victory over a resolute opponent. 45-9, scored 6 tries in the process. That's 13 tries in the last 2 games.
Yeah, Marcus, unbelievable, complete performance. But let me start with the attack, Marcus. We were so good, you know. Moody came back with 2 tries, but look at this, Marcus. 6 tries, unbelievable. 10 clean breaks, 12 offloads, and 13 defenders beaten. We were on something else, Marcus, against this Cardiff side. And yeah, it was unreal. It was unreal to see us just, you know, unlock them and not, concede tries.
We're building on your attack. Also, 56% possession, 56% territory, and we've almost scored 100 points in the last 2 games. It's absolutely incredible. But the most impressive thing, that was made all the more impressive doing that against the best defense in the comp, but more impressive than that was our defense. We didn't allow a single try.
Yeah, didn't allow a single try, Marcus. We only missed 8 tries, 93% tackle success. Over the ball, we were so great. 4 turnovers, Marcus. Red zone defense really improved really well, Marcus. I was super proud of this team. Very well-rounded performance by the Vodacom Bulls, Marcus. And also, last thing I want to touch on that, Marcus, I really was impressed with that discipline. We only conceded 7 penalties the whole game against the 11. That is unbelievable. That's unheard of.
For me, the major point of difference was our loose trio, as I call them, Ulrich Loh and the Bash brothers, and in Carl Brink and Marco van Staden consistently over the advantage line. However, we each have a different gravy. Who was yours?
Marcos, I went for the man of the match, the mom, Kanan Moody, a Springbok in his own right now, one of the top Springboks who's lit up the rugby world. He scored 2 tries, he had 3 clean breaks, 78 meters. It was such a well-rounded performance for our winger.
I went for Johan Goosen, the Guru, 16 points, 1 try assist, and bags to meet himself. His most complete performance in a Vodacom Bulls jersey this season
impressive.
and last. He's on a great trajectory. Okay, let's move on to the game at hand. Lineups, very quickly, please, sir. The Lyon lineup.
I'll be very quick,
5
Marcus.
seconds,
Okay,
go.
quick. Yeah, I'll go quickly. I won't even say the front row because they don't matter. They're not good at all. Don't worry, we're going to dominate them. I want to look at the locks, Marcos. Felix Lambert, Roman Taufanoa, unbelievable number 5, who plays for France. Great. And then I want to look at the number 8, Arno Buerta, a Kirkness Road darling, who's now playing in the opposite side. Hate that, but anyway. And then the captain, Jean-Marc Dousson, he's at number 9, Marcos. And then I want to move to number 13, Tavite Ferredamu, a French Sevens hero. And then the team is rounded off by Leo Bedu, who was unbelievable against Toulouse 2 weeks back, scoring 2 tries.
Okay, Vodacom Bulls lineup very quickly. 15 changes. I can't go through all of them. Couple names to look out for. Bismarck Du Plessis and Nizam Kar, 2 Springboks in the forward pack. Got to rest heavily on them. And then Mornay Steyn, of course, at pivot. And Wandi Similani, I think, is coming onto a lot of good form. Okay, some of those changes. KK, now I'm going to go in a little bit of a tirade here. A lot has been made about this team. Jake White making 15 wholesale changes in this Vodacom Bulls team. Everyone's saying this is a second string team. What the hell is going on? This is the best, been billed as the best club tournament in world rugby. Why are we picking a second string team? And there's no defense there. It is a second string team.
Yeah.
Our best team played last week against Cardiff. He's made 15 changes. There's no doubt about it. No way around it. It's a second string team. However, as second string teams go, this is really, really good. And I believe we're building the best depth, maybe in world rugby at the moment. Certainly in South African rugby.
I agree with that.
First change I want to chat about. Let's go through the front row. Dylan Smith, back-to-back Vodacom Super Rugby finals, the number 1 jersey. Hasn't played a lot for the Vodacom Bulls. Perhaps he can be a linchpin this evening. At 3, Policeman returns from an injury. Jacques van Rooyen. He's been great. He will continue to be good for this Vodacom Bulls team. He tried and tested. At 2, Bismarck Du Plessis, the perfect foil there for the 3. Chat about him because he is the kingpin in that front row.
I think tonight he needs to be the perfect foil for the whole 15, Marcos. Bismarck Du Plessis. He's going to have to carry some of these young boys on his shoulders today because Bismarck Du Plessis, as we know, he's a Springbok. He's a legend of the game. We know what he does over the boys. I think he's been our best hooker this season form-wise. But need I say more? Bismarck is going to have to have a massive performance partnered with Nizam Kar. We'll chat about him later.
Okay, Jacques Du Plessis in the second row, and he's returning after a long injury hiatus. He's been out for about 8 months. He was never 100% playing for the Vodacom Bulls. He came here with an Achilles problem. He was playing at maybe 70-75%. They tried to play through it. Eventually, Jake White said, to hell with it. Let's get the surgery, come back and be 100% fit and healthy. This evening, we can proudly say he's 100% fit and healthy. So we will see the sheep return. How his match fitness will be is a different story. I don't think he's going to play 80 minutes, maybe 60. He's partnered with Reinhard Ludwig. Now, this is my concern. Ludwig is still a youngster, 21, 22 years old, never really grabbed this opportunity yet as a starter, still a young man. However, he's going up against a colossus in Taufanoa, and we'll mention them in a second. If he's not up to the physical challenge, he's going to get steamrolled, he's going to get bullied. So he has to be up for it this evening. He's a big enough man. I think he will be. Back row, this is a strength for us, starting with Nizam Kar.
Yeah, Marcus, Nizam Kar. Let's start with Nizam Kar. His first game back against the Ospreys, Marcus. He grabs man of the match, he grabs some meat. You know, he was one of that 3-headed monster that we always speak of, Marcus Nizam Kar. He is an unbelievable rugby player, athletic number 6, the modern day number 6. He finds himself in the outside channels, and he's coming up also, Marcus, a guy like Cretin, who's a Frenchie, who's a real Cretin, and he's a Frenchie by his own right. So big game for Nizam Kar today.
Sticking with that back row, Virya Steenkamp, I think he's coming into a lot of form. A youngster, but as we said, he's played a lot of rugby recently. He scored a try against Munster, scored a try here starting against Osprey. So he's coming into good form along with an experienced Springbok in Nizam Kar, who's going to really help Miller Ace at 8, who has all the natural ability in the world. Can he stay healthy? The best ability is availability. Let's hope he can. Oh, you love that one. Okay.
It's on now, Leon. You're in trouble.
Into the back line, Cakes. And I really would have loved to see Keegan Johannes start at 9 because he's the perfect game managing 9.
Yeah.
Bernard van der Linden gets the nod. He was a cult hero at Tuks. We know how dangerous he is around the ruck. Let's see what happens there. But he's partnered by a man who instills all the confidence in the world, Mornay Steyn.
Mornay Steyn, Marcus, who's skippering Loftus here today, who's skippering this beautiful Bulls team. When he runs out, Marcus leading the team because we know what he does. He can manage a game. If our forwards can just give him a nice clean ball, a nice quick ball, and he can just manage this game because he's played his rugby in France before, so he knows how these boys play. So I think Mornay Steyn is a linchpin in the back line today, Marky.
Okay, another linchpin is in the back 3, and we mentioned one point of confidence that we had in our back row. I think we've got a lot of confidence in our back three,
Yes.
starting with the rocket man, Stravino Jacobs, who's brilliantly improved his game in the last couple of games. I mean, in 2020, during the COVID year, he burst into the scene, felled by injury, and then that coincided with the meteoric rise of Kanan Moody and Kurtie Arendse. He's back now.
So
try
lucky.
on Pink Day, try against Benetton, try against Edinburgh. He's in hot form. Okay, and then at fullback, Wandi Similani, 150 meters against Ospreys, a word on him.
Benabeta, see you later. Wandi Similani, Marcos. You know, he had his first game against Lions. Mark and I thought he played pretty well for his first game at 15. But wow, the game he had here, Marcos, against the Ospreys, he was sensational, Marcos. You know, getting the ball, even his kicking game, running at the defense. That's what we like to see him do, running at defenses, stepping them, you know, breaking some ankles. And Wandi Similani, I think, is a great man to take on the man Purdue. He's coming up against on the opposite side.
Okay, they're about to run out of Lyon, so take us through their strengths, please, KK.
I'll go quickly, Marcus. We've spoken about earlier on that they've won 4 of their last 5 games, which is unbelievable. Beating Toulouse in one of those games. They're a very physical team, as all French sides are. They are going to try. Guys like Tata Mafuna are going to try get over the advantage line and try bully us. But they're coming up against, yes, a young team, but with some strong boys in Bismarck, Duplessis, and the latter. You know, Marcus, and they have a flourishing set piece as well. So we must really try and stymie that strong pack. Current EPCR champions as well, beating Toulon last season.
Important.
Remember that, very important that. And you know, and I said earlier, they beat the log leaders 2 weeks ago in the top 14, 24 points to 21 points to 14, which is an unbelievable stat for them.
Okay, weaknesses, I'll be very brief. Terse. Defense, for me, is their biggest weakness. That's their soft underbelly. I think we can expose this evening. They're particularly susceptible to tries off of set piece, so off of maul or scrum, but also to maul tries in general. Very susceptible there. Potentially something we can work behind. KK, a couple of battles. The first one, probably the most anticipated one, Miller Ace against Arnoud Botha.
Yeah, Miller Ace, you know, Marcus, the Paul Jim old boy, the Paul Jim superstar, pony coming out of high school, but obviously he's also been plied by injury, unfortunately. But like, I think he's a really athletic number 8. He's got some wheels on him, but I think he needs to really battle up against the physicality he's coming up against with Arnoud Botha on the other side. Arnoud Botha, a son of Loftus in his own right, Marcus, so it's a big battle there.
Okay, Lyon about to run out. This is the battle I want to chat about in the forwards, and I think it's the most pivotal battle and it could decide the entire game. Roman Tawafanua is a colossus. He's 6'8" and 140 kgs, a regular for France. He usually starts with them in the number 5 jersey. Ludwig is a child, 21, 22 years old. All the talent in the world, all the potential. We've been hoping he's going to blossom into that kind of player, but he's still young, he's still green. Massive call from Jake White, baptism of fire, throw him in the deep end. Can he step up against one of the most physical players in world rugby in Tawafanua? If he can't, Tawafanua will steamroll and bully him all night long. Jacques Duplessis is there in 4 to be the enforcer. He can do it. Can Ludwig step up to the plate and bully the bully? Let's see. In the backline, what's your battle?
I love that, Marcus. In the backline, I've gone for Stedman Gans against Tevita Averedamu, Marcus. 2 7 superstars in their own right. Obviously, Stedman Gans, a 7 superstar with the Blitzbox, and was coming playing at 13. Tevita Averedamu, Fijian born, but nationality is the French, and he's superstar 7s player. So that battle for me is going to be super exciting to see how they match up in a 15s game here at Loftus Versfeld.
Okay, here they come now. Let's jump to the game in hard because both teams are going to run out together. This is the Heineken Champions Cup, ladies and gentlemen. For those who don't know, this is the World Cup of domestic rugby, the greatest tournament in club rugby worldwide, the envy of tournaments all over the world, and led out by Lizo Goboka on his 100th game at Loftus Versfeld. What an occasion, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, unbelievable, Marcus. Led out by Lizo Goboka, who will start the game on the bench, and Morningstein will captain the game. But yes, Marcus, Loftus Versfeld, this is what we've been waiting for all season long. Yes, your SEA games are massive. Those are completely humongous. But this is intercontinental rugby at its finest, Marcus. The only intercontinental competition in world rugby. It is so big. Can't wait.
Okay, keep your comments coming, keep your questions flooding in to our live chat because we are giving away 4 tickets to the Vodacom Bulls taking on Exeter at the beginning of January. It's going to be a mammoth occasion. Make sure you comment below. We're going to give away 4 tickets for that. And maybe we'll give something else away. Hell, let's give away a jersey.
Ooh.
Let's give away a Vodacom Bulls jersey.
Oh, I love that.
Two prizes this evening, 2 winners. Make sure you comment, ask questions, get involved.
And make sure you share as well. Because if you share that, those are the ones, the people who will win. But yeah, Marcus, I think we'll take a moment of silence again here for
Doddy
Doddy.
Weir, the legend Doddy Weir. Moment of applause for the legend himself, Doddy Weir, of course, a Scottish international and a British and Irish Lion. Colossus. Here we go.
Peter Hart saying already, I want it. Go Bulls from Jan Ravenstein. Yes, Bulls from Leslie Taylor. Keep them coming. It is a Heineken Champions Cup at Loftus Versfeld. Wow.
And yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is a young team, an unexpected lineup, certainly. Jake White throwing a spanner in the works. But it's a team that, of course, has trained together. Remember, this is the so-called quote-unquote B team going up against the A team week in and week out, day after day. There is synergy here. There's cohesion.
Yes.
They're not going to lack that. They're used to playing together, and that's why they're starting as a 15-man unit.
And as you mentioned earlier, Mark, a lot of them have won the Currie Cup together. They've won super competition together, so they can do it. I really back
and
the
these are young players that have been fighting, working their tail off for game time. Jake White has given them game time this evening. Can they step up? And let's see. Here we go. We kick off our assault of the Heineken Champions Cup via the boot of Mornay Steyn, the most prodigious boot there is in South African rugby. And immediately Leon on the attack.
Man.
Here's Wandi Similani. What can he cook up? He's got strobe lights for feet. He's going to put boot to ball. Is that too deep? It's not. It's a great kick, but they call for the mark. It's ball. No, it's not. It's actually Fletcher Smith, the former All Black under-20 player, man who played for the Hurricanes and Highlanders before moving to France. Wandi Similani, I thought he was going to go for it there. He's got lightning feet. He's got jet shoes. About to create something, and then he put boot to ball. Still a good kick, we'll take it, even though the mark was called by Fletcher Smith.
Yeah, for sure, Marcus. And I really think that even though the one he kicked, I thought it was a good call for him if he just found the grass, because we really want to play the game in the right areas, especially with this young team, Marcus, because they are going to be strong defensively, all these French boys.
Here's Wandi again. Going to go into contact. Gets met hard. And here is Bernard van der Linde to Sheep, who returns to Loftus Versfeld, met physically in contact.
That's Coltman, Marcus, with the big tackle there.
Up and under from Mornay Steyn. It's a shallow one. The chase is from the Rocket Man.
Yes, man!
He wins it. And here he is again. He's going to really have to be our strike runner this evening. There's not a lot of them in the back line. We have to count on him. Here's Sheep again. Puts it out to Mornay Steyn, who gives it to Wandi. Oh, he's isolated. He's very isolated. Gives the offload and it's dropped.
No, but Mornay has to hang into that, Marcus. I thought that was pretty fair there.
Here come Leon. They're going to launch something.
It's really hard.
It's a nice tackle there in midfield. I believe that was Marco Janssen van Vuren. That was Mornay Steyn, in fact, making amends. And there's a big carry there. Jeepers.
Jeez, Tafanua is a monster.
He's a massive man.
Come on!
Vodacom Bulls! Huge one!
Big celebration for Bernard van der Linde. He loved that.
It was on Jerome Ray, the loosehead prop.
It was a big celebration from Van der Linde.
Oh, they're up for it. They're up for it, Cakes. I tell you what, there's passion in the squad.
Score prediction from Rainer Fritz. Oh, my score prediction. I think it's going to be high scoring. I think Vodacom Bulls 27-23 to the Vodacom Bulls.
Well, I think it'll be higher than that. I'm looking at 40-32. Vodacom Bulls. Yeah, it's going to be high scoring. There's no defense on show this evening.
Bulls for the win here by Tyrone Sylvester. Love that. Eskom, so whatever. Obviously, a lot of the people, Marcus, don't have power, but we are here for you.
Sedman Gans buries the head and goes for it in midfield. Can he get to ground, or is he held up? He can. Vodacom Bulls to launch an attack. Here's Muller Ace. He's going to have to step up. A man who was tipped to take over the mantle from Dwayne Vermeulen, and here's Novuka. Offload, Similani!
Hold on to it, son.
Must clean. They've lost it. It's been knocked, so Vodacom Bulls will play on Gans, and there's some space to work with now. They'll take them on, go to ground. Real initiative shown by the home side. Sheep again. Offload. Stay. Novuka! He's not so dangerous!
Novuka!
He's still going!
Novuka! Come on! What a start, Marcus, and we call for it today. We need a strong start, and what a start. Novuka's bowling headers look so dangerous in the time he's at the ball. But my word, Benabeta beats 2 tackles, goes out of the balls. Come on, Sibongile. Masiendwana.
I tell you, we back this kid, Sibongile Novuka, the man they call Izzy. He's so dangerous on the ball already. First touch, he broke the line, gave the offload. He already looked dangerous there. Second touch, just riding the tackle. He's so powerful. Of course, he's 6'4", but he's got lightning feet. And look at him here. Beats his man. Beats another, and then the pace, and he tears away. The defense nowhere from Lyon. Wow. Second string for who? Ladies and gentlemen, what a start, Vodacom Bulls.
And Willem Brumo saying score prediction, Bulls by 20. And guys, what you think about that try? Spongile Novuka and how we are turning the gas on here at Loftus Versfeld.
Izzy Novuka, take a bow, sir.
And remember at home to like, comment and share, because we are giving away 4 tickets to Exeter next year in the next Heineken Champions Cup game here at Loftus Versfeld. And we're giving away a beautiful Vodacom Bulls rugby jersey. Do it. Be involved.
Okay, restart here from Fletcher Smith, the man from New Zealand. He'll put it on Vieja Steenkamp. Brimming with confidence, beats his man. Beats Veradamu. The Fijian flyer, Bernard van der Linde, looks for Sheep. Out the back door, Mornay saying they're going to play a little bit. Here's Stedman Gans. Almost beats his man. Half break from Gans. Van der Linde. Sheep again, he's been so heavily involved. And he gives another offload to Polisiman. Well over the advantage line of the Vodacom Bulls and playing with confidence now. Bernard van der Linde slows it down. He's going to clear. I can't believe what we're doing here, ladies and gentlemen. We're taking it to them.
Oh, we are, Marcus. We're taking the game by the scruff of the neck, aren't we? This is Loftus Versfeld.
Watch Novuka. Makes the tackle. Gets the offload away, however. Here come Lyon. They want to keep the ball off the deck. Working the blind side now. But the tackle's made and they're going nowhere and looking a little bit erratic now, the away side. Looks like Cretin getting involved. Coltman, Smith, Godwin, the one-cap Wallaby, man born in Zim.
That's Juliard, Marcos.
Mikael Juliard, it's a good tackle from Mark Josef van Vuren.
Veradamu plays 9.
There's a big man, Tofanua, who gives it away to, I think that's Paulo.
Yeah, it is.
Working the blind side again,
Tafili.
Veradamu.
He's dangerous. We must really hang on to him.
Well, he's 6'4" and 105 kgs.
With pace.
Oh, that's forward. Surely, ladies and gentlemen, that is a forward pass from Fletcher Smith. Ball hits deck and very disjointed. Here's Godwin for Lyon. He gets tackled. Bismarck's over it.
Come on,
Bismarck's over it. He wins it. Rapturous applause. The veteran Springbok and now Vodacom Bull Bismarck du Plessis.
We're gonna
like
need
a moth to the flame over that ball.
We're going to need a lot of that from Bismarck du Plessis this evening, Marcos. He's been doing it all season long in the URC when he's been called upon. And today, he's going to be the man who has to lead that edge at turnover time. Score is now 7-0 to the Vodacom Bulls.
Okay, keep those comments coming. We are giving away 4 tickets to Vodacom Bulls Exeter in January. That's our next home game in the Heineken Champions Cup. You want to be part of this atmosphere. We're also going to give away on this broadcast a Vodacom Bulls jersey. Make sure you comment, ask a question, get involved. We'll be giving those away at the end of the show.
Yes, sir. Unfortunately, we can't show the match, Mr. Roots, because of broadcasting rights.
Over the top here, Malays, inside ball to Nizam Kaur! Almost beats 2, Bernard van der Linde is going to show it.
Come on!
No way!
Bernard van der Linde started this game like a house on fire at number 9, at halfback. My goodness, snaps there. That's why the Vodacom Bulls have extended his contract until 2027. Take a bow, sir.
Tell you what, we're playing with such confidence and impetus and upping the ante at every opportunity. We're never trying to slow it down. We're going to keep attacking, keep the tempo high and play positive rugby. I thought we were going to come out here and try and scrap a victory. Totally the opposite of that. We're trying to take the game to Lyon, a first-string team, a team that is 6th in the French top 14, a team that won the EPCR. We're going to put our foot on the throat and we're not going to let up.
We're definitely not, Marcos. We want to put the pressure on early on there, Marcos. We want them to chase the game. And you know, when teams try to chase the game at Loftus Versfeld, it doesn't end well for them.
Nemo was the man who made the break. It was the inside ball, I believe, from Miller Ace. Nemo in space is something else, especially as a loose forward. I don't think there's too many loosies that can keep up with him. Breaks the line, presence of mind to go to ground. Don't throw a foolish offload. And then Bernard van der Linde, the sniper, the man from Turks, picks it up and he's in. He's over. 14-0 Vodacom Bulls. Vieja Steenkamp, they keep kicking on him and he keeps returning with interest. Up to the 22-meter line of the Vodacom Bulls. Bernard van der Linde has the ball at the base of this ruck and I'm sure he's going to look to go. And that's got to be offside from Roman Talfanua. It's a short and shallow kick.
Surely, ref.
And it's out. Great tackle there.
Wow.
by Banner van Linde on Dumotier. Ethan Dumotier, I tell you what, this man is the top try scorer in French top 14 rugby. He's got 7 tries in 10 games, incredible strike rates. So watch out for him, but his first contribution is a poor one.
Leslie Tay say, bring my jersey to Cape Town. Well, if you like, comment and share, who you might be lucky to win that jersey, man. And then Willem Brummer saying, go Bulls, go, bring it on like last week. I agree. And then Dorcas Barnard saying to us, Marcus, at least you're making our evening. We are actually alive without you. Unbelievable there from Dorcas.
Brilliant, great line out. Dink over the top from Mornay saying the chase is on here. Almost won by the Vodacom Bulls.
That's very Damu.
Very Damu's dangerous. That's a good tackle. Banner van der Linde is getting stuck in early on.
Creates with the offload to his number 7.
Oh, they've got space here and they've got numbers to Lyon. Throw it back on the inside, but the tackle's made. And the knock on by Lyon.
Come on.
Very scrappy from the visiting team.
We are, even on defense, Marcus, we really make it difficult for them.
There's an injury.
It looks like MJV, Marcus, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it is MJV.
And that could be a massive one. MJV, the only recognised inside centre in the matchday 23. Chris Smith, I assume, would come into 12.
Yeah. That's what Chris. If you don't know who Chris Smith is a Stellenbosch legend at Stellenbosch. In when they won those 3 varsity cup titles in a row, he was in that side partner with Jordan Chart. Even played with Chris Smith before Chris Smith started playing Currie Cup rugby. So
and just to iron out any confusion, we are referring to Chris Smith on the bench, who did, as KK mentioned, play with Chris Smith.
Yes,
already a Loftus legend, both in Stellenbosch, part of the same team and part of the same team again. So Marcus van Vuuren, he's going to leave the field. There's no doubt about that. Are we taking the scrum with an injured player? What is going on here, ladies and gentlemen? Why are we taking the scrum? Why are we taking the scrum? Surely not.
It looks like Mornay wants us to play. He thinks that if we put pressure on them, Marcus, he wants the pressure to continue.
But we're playing with a man down.
No,
Sedman Gans bounces Carl Godwin. Banner van Linde puts one in the sky and it's right over the injured player. This is so dangerous. There's Nakataki, the man from Fiji. Former Fijian flyer, 5 caps for Fiji under 20, 15 caps for France. He is lethal, ladies and gentlemen. Watch out for him. They've got a dangerous back 3. I mean, we mentioned Domotier, Nakataki,
and then Bedu,
who is actually 9th in the French top 14 in points scored. He's their natural kicker. He's got 82 points in the comp. Kicking on Mornay Steyn. He takes it cleanly. He was taken in the air, no doubt. Referee waves it away. Van der Linde.
He's having such a blinder.
Gives the offload to Policeman, who's well over there, and he's hungry for the ball. And there's so much space, ladies and gentlemen. If Wendy can give it, no!
His arm card wasn't happy with that. Arms were up in the air. Oh! That's
wrong choice from Wendy to opt for the boot, in my opinion. It was a 3-on-1.
It's a banana, not the best banana though. Horrible banana from Bedu.
Terrible banana from Bedu. It's short. And the Vodacom Bulls have a line out. Marcus van Vuuren back on his feet. Surprisingly, he's hobbling though. Byron Smith's going to take the field though. You can see it.
Yeah, there he is, Chris Byron Smith. We're going to call him Byron from now on. But for those who are watching at home, or those who have got a load shedding, score is 14-0 to the Vodacom Bulls. We start like a house on fire. Oh, Mana Vaisons. Oh, Mana Vaisela from Zelda Oosthuizen. I love that. So what happened to our A-team, Leslie Taylor? Well, we don't need them by the looks of things today.
Playing with so much confidence, and you have to admire the way this team is going about business. Knock on made initially by Lyon, very scrappy from the line-out, so I have another scrum. Cakes, just a word on that, because that scrum earlier didn't look too good. I mean, we got the ball out quickly.
Yeah, we went rollerblades, and I think it's a good thing that Bernard van der Linde put that under the lock's feet quickly and get that ball exited out quickly. If it wasn't, they could have won a penalty there. But
well, you're looking at in the front row from Lyon, you're looking at Jerome Ray in the lucid position. He's 27 years old. He was actually selected for France this year and toured with them in the Autumn Nations Series, toured with them in the Six Nations. Doesn't yet have a cap, but very capable scrummager. And then Paulo Talifi, who has about 150 something caps. He's a very experienced man. And then Liam Coltman, 8-cap All Black. Liam Coltman, the man who played in Otago for the Hurricanes, now joins Lyon. So very experienced, but a small front row. None of them over 113 kgs.
Yeah, scrum time is going to be. They're all going to try and hit us hard at scrum time, but scrum looks very steady there by the Vodacom Bulls.
Mornay Steyn, cross kick for Navuka. He's been the danger man. Gives it. Oh no! He looked for the inside kick, but it was immediately caught by Nakataki. But the tackle's been made and they've knocked it.
It was on that kick though. Chris Barron-Smith, he's going to have a game of his life here. It's his debut for the Vodacom Bulls in such a big game. And coming on so early, he's going to have to be so good in that inside channel. I'm defending the guys of Veradamu and the man inside, and Godwin on the inside. So he's going to have to have the game of his life here.
Yeah, Carl Godwin, if you're familiar with Vodacom Super Rugby, you'll know he played for Western Force, over 50 caps. Goes to Lyon, he's 6'2", so he's a big lad. Born in Zim, 1 cap Wallaby. But Veradamu for me is a real danger man. And you mentioned him in the pre-show, 105 kg, 6'4". A man actually left his village in Fiji to join the French Legion, to actually join the military in France. He served time in Chad and Djibouti, returns to France.
That's a warrior there.
Starts playing sevens rugby, gets picked up by France, joins the international circuit, dominates, picks up a contract in Clermont, and then Lyon, and the rest is history.
Yeah, the rest is definitely history, Marcus. There you go. The hammer is...
There's Morant. First touch of the ball is a good one. It's a positive contribution.
Off his feet, man, ref.
Well off his feet, and penalty to the Vodacom Bulls. You called it. Decision here, off for the post, surely. 17-3.
With Mornay staying over the ball, Marcus. There's only one choice here. Let's see what the skipper... Here's the skipper. Yeah, he's pointing for the pulse.
Such a confident start by a team that's been called all week a B team. But as we mentioned earlier, this is a team that trains week in and week out together against the quote-unquote A team. So there's not going to be a lack of synergy and cohesion here. All these players know each other well. They know their instincts. They know their strengths and weaknesses. They can play off of each other. And you can see that already. They look like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, Marcus. And Renier put it saying, thank you for yellow, the freaking load shedding. And saying thank you to us there. And then also, yeah, I saw someone from Sudan there. Where did it go, Marky? Oh, I've missed it. Oh, there he is. Johan Palser saying, go Bulls from Sudan.
Japers. Again, an international audience. Mornay Sain's going to go for post here. Yeah, keep them coming, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to give away 4 tickets. Oh, he missed it. No ways. I turned away in disbelief. I thought it was a done deal. Mornay Sain missing the uprise. Wow. You don't see that very often.
Yeah, he's missed the score. It's still 14-0 to the Vodacom Bulls with over 15 minutes to go in the first half. We are looking on fire here on Kirkness Road. It's Fletcher. Deep.
On 1D. Oh, he's knocked it.
He looked up, Marcus. He was already running for their defense before he picked the ball up. Come on, Wandi.
Knocked out at the opportune minute. Wandi Sumalani, a man brought in from the Lions to the south. Outside centre by Trey. Jake White reckons his future's at 15. He certainly offers the punch of a Wandi Sumalani from fullback, and I think that's what Jake White likes. That's how he likes to play. Within the pendulum, he wants an attacking 15, and that's what Wandi Sumalani provides. But still, it's a work in progress, of course.
Yeah, for sure, it is a work in progress, Marcus. And when he's been called upon, I don't think he's been bad at all. In the first game against the Lions, didn't get a decent game out. Second game against Ospreys, had a blinder.
150 meters.
Unbelievable, Marcus. And yeah, but this scrum is in a dangerous position against a dangerous team. But can we put the defensive pressure on them and force a mistake again?
I reckon they're gonna go for it here and try and milk the scrum pen.
Our scrum's looking good though.
The scrum's settled. Our scrum has settled. That's a good sign as Godwin goes out the back door, and this is going to be a canter in for Nakataki. Is it? Tackles made.
It's not.
He's knocked it. No ways.
The Vodacom Bulls are up for it. I don't want to call it early yet, but for all those who are watching at home who were the Twitter bots going at this team selection, my goodness, you must be surprised, aren't you?
Nakataki looked shell-shocked. He thought he was in. He's got an unbelievable strike rate. Inside, outside, Navuka.
Michelle Kruger Fritz Marcos saying, Michelle, a super fan, saying, hello from Loftus, finally made it here. Awesome. We're standing here if you can see us waving.
And there we go, some relief provided by the man himself, cool, calm, collected, Mornay Steyn. But we've got to go back to the tackle from Sibongile Navuka, who's having an unbelievable performance on Nakataki, one of the greatest strike runners in French top 14 history. Just tackles him out brilliant.
Wow.
Nakataki thought it was a done deal. He was in there. Navuka had other ideas. We talk about this being a game to stand up and be counted. Grab that jersey, as we always say, by the scruff of the neck, by the horns, and wrestle it to the ground. Navuka is doing just that. A try-saving tackle. Brilliant.
Big D now.
Yeah. Domotier has actually knocked that on, and Wandi's all over him like a rash.
Yes, man! Arms out! Come on, boykies!
And after a touch under 19 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. It is the quote-unquote first string of Lyon that is a team that looks to be lacking synergy and cohesion.
And then this is a team who's sixth on the log in the top 40, a team that beat Toulouse, and Toulouse only scoring, they were 21-7 up, and Toulouse scored a late try to win that game, to stay in the game. And look, and they're coming up against, they call us B team, they call us Curry Cup team. I tell you what, this is depth, son.
The kick from Mornay Steyn is out of the top drawer. It is truly sensational. Pins Lyon between their 5 meter and 22 meter lines, and another opportunity for the Vodacom was to launch an attack potentially via our maul.
Yeah, Daniel Purvey saying from Cape Town, it's so nice to be part of the Vodacom Bulls family. Unbelievable there, Dan. And then Henry Bolt saying, go Bulls from Belgium. Hello, Jeepers. And then Al Sabi Rain is saying, what are the drums in the background? We've got a couple of drummers here at Loftus. It says festive occasion, ma'am. So remember to like, comment and share. You can win those 4 tickets and that jersey.
Vodacom Bulls on the front foot again, and here's Sheep. He's been active.
Oh my goodness, he's done it again, Mark.
I didn't even see it. I didn't even see it.
Van der Linde. He's done it again.
Not Van der Linde with the show and go. I didn't even see it. He fooled me.
He's done it again. He's done it again. He left 2 people's ankles broken. We're chasing a bonus point try now at this stage. If you don't remember, Bernard Van der Linde was here with Policeman on the show.
Oh, friend of the show.
Yeah, for friend of the show. Well, yeah, last week standing here in the gantry. He scored 2 tries.
Look at the attack again, and he fooled everyone. It looks like Bernard Van der Linde. Lightning. Grease lightning, Bernard Van der Linde. White lightning.
What?
A Tux cult hero.
Yeah. Score is 19-0 now with a conversion to come to the Vodacom Bulls. We are chasing a bonus point now.
Bernard Van der Linde bags some more meat. That's his second try. He's got a brace already. Mornay Steyn adds the extras. No mistake there. 21 minutes gone. The score is 21-0. The Vodacom Bulls absolutely annihilating the tourists. And let's make no mistake, this Lyon team is packed to the brim with talent. We mentioned Domotier, top try scorer in the French top 14. We mentioned the fullback Leo Baudou, who's 9th in terms of points scored there. We mentioned Roman Talfanua, Felix Lambert, Dylan Cretin, all starters for France. The second best team in world rugby, getting annihilated, wiped out.
Jay quite had other ideas, hey Marky?
Another kick went out on the full. Fletcher Smith.
They're having an absolute nightmare.
What do you always say? Pressure builds diamonds.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We'll take the scrum for sure there. VS Policeman, man. Policeman is Jacques van Rooyen. He's our number 3. He was also on the show with Bernard Van der Linde. He is a man who plied his trade across the front row, and he was in the Curry Cup winning team. He's one of our top stalwarts in the dressing room at Loftus Versfeld.
And he was actually a policeman. He played for Loftus Police. That's actually why his name is Policeman. Fun fact?
Yeah. There you go. I'm loving this. Wow. I'm in shock, honestly.
I can't believe it. I thought we'd win. I didn't think we would be 21-0 up after 21 minutes.
I can't believe this.
Okay, scrum time again. Van der Linde, who's playing the game of his life, feeds. We want to play. Look at him go. Mornay Steyn. He's got Gans. Gans is going to break the line. He gives it to Novuka.
No, he's held on to it. Good call there to hold on to it.
Very slow to get back as the Lyon defense. They're struggling in the high fault. On the high fault, should I say. Here's Bernard Van der Linde, feeds Policeman. He knows one way, tucks his head. Van der Linde, there's a massive gap there for Gans to run onto. Gets stood up, stonewalled, but keeps working.
That is it. Ludwig.
Big carry for the number 5. We said he's going to have to be up for a cheap. Out the back door. Smith, cross kick, looking for Stravino Jacobs. Oh, he's made a hash of it.
He's made an absolute hash of it.
Ethan Domotier makes an absolute hash of it. It'll be a 5-meter scrum to the Vodacom Bulls. Takes the ball over his own whitewash.
Wow, Vodacom Bulls. That is how you play rugby. You know, we spoke about a complete performance last week, and yes, I know it's still a lot of time to go in this game, but so far this has been the most complete performance I've seen in the first 22 minutes from the Vodacom Bulls. Wow.
And how about the cross kick from Chris Barend-Smit?
Wow.
Spotting the space, identifying it, exploiting it to perfection. He had that ball on a rope.
Blue machine, hardloop from Johan Gisselbach. Thanks for Anita Smith. Thank you, ma'am. Link N1. We're having load shedding this side. Listen to us. We'll give it to you blow by blow, ma'am. Hashtag history your way. Hashtag history in the making. Lovely banner from Kenneth Smith. Kenneth, welcome back, sir. enjoy your playing history of the different players, Marcos. I didn't get that one. But anyway.
Okay, scrum time, Vodacom Bulls, 5 meters out. Van der Linde, feeds Rocket Man. Beats the first tackle. It was a poor one by Domatia. He's having a shocker.
That's Nemo.
And another
That's
carry. Nemo scores it.
It's a bonus point. Bonus
4
point.
tries, Vodacom Bulls, absolutely steamrolling them. Nizam Kar, the Springbok, gets over. I'm flabbergasted. I'm absolutely flabbergasted.
This has been the biggest. Are we playing the Crickwas here, Marky? What?
Set up by Sravino Jacobs. I told you that they were susceptible to tries off a set piece. Proving it again, their defense is sorely lacking. It's probably exploiting a soft wide underbelly there. The carry from Sravino Jacobs was straight, it was hard, it was true, over the advantage line, and one more phase and it's a try. And Lyon better catch a wake up or they're going to catch 100 points.
Yeah. Honestly, they are, Marcos.
Are they just here on holiday? What are they doing?
I don't know, Marcos. Has he missed it, Marcos?
No, it's over. 28-0.
Scores 28-0 to the Vodacom Bulls. With 24 minutes gone, there's still much time left in this half. Bonus points secured. Wow. To all those Twitter bots, Jake White had another story for us. He's got another story for us, I'll tell you that much.
Unreal.
This is unreal, mate.
It's only been a quarter of the game. Okay, the kick is on Vieira again. He keeps returning and with animosity. Can he get to ground though? He's been held up. That'll probably be ruled a maul. It's not, it's ruled a tackle. Now it's a maul. So a little bit upright in contact by Vieira, who's every single carry is so aggressive and physical at the point of contact. That point just held up slightly, was gang tackled, and it'll be a scrum and a little bit of respite for Lyon, and they look dead on their feet.
Yeah, they don't know what's hit them, Marcos. They really don't. Look at them. Hands on hips. Wow. And Mark made a mention before the game as well. You know, Lyon, a lot of these French boys have never played rugby in South Africa before. Yeah. A lot of them, because France don't tour South Africa very often. So now they must come here to the Highveld against our B team supposedly, and now they're getting dominated. Absolutely rinsed.
I'd posit that outside of perhaps Coltman, who would have played here through Super Rugby, and maybe Tal Fanua, and one or two, I'd say 95% of this team has never played in South Africa before.
Wow.
And you can see it on the field. No scrum dominance either. Jean-Marc Dusain feeds. That's a good ball for Ethan.
Good tackle, Stedman.
What a tackle, Stedman Gans. Arms out from the referee. They look slow, disorganized, lethargic. It's a better carry from Lyon, but still just going through the motions now. There's Jerome Ray on the 22-meter line of the Vodacom Bulls. Leon Fletcher-Smith, the cross kick is on for Cretin, and he's got it. And he shows and goes. Another tackle from Stedman Gans, which is brilliant.
We're throwing our bodies around there, Marky.
Here's Nakataki on the 5-meter line. Paulo driven backwards. Paulo Tafili. It's a penalty now against the home side. Just want to see what it's for. Could be for offside. Penalty to Lyon, and again they look tired. They look lethargic. A lot of hands on hips.
Yeah.
Hands on knees.
I don't think they expected this. You know, they've been hit by an absolute bomb, Marcos.
I wonder what Anoop Wirtz is thinking. Man who's played here so many times, knows the team. I mean, he must have told him this is a quote-unquote second-string team. I'm sure he would have said that.
Yeah, I'm sure he must. And you know what, Marcos?
He's lulled them into a false sense of security.
And maybe he's playing for us, Marcos. But he's been quite I
haven't mentioned his name.
Saying I love you guys. I missed it though. It was at the top. But I love you too, ma'am. The Bulls are doing good. Just to Shannon now. There you guys. I love you guys. But Mr. Povey, best news ever. It is the best news, ma'am. 28-0 to the Vodacom Bulls.
The maul here from Lyon. I think they're over it. They might have pulled one back here. It was a strong maul, and there's a fight
now.
And Sheep's in on it. Vieira's in on it as well. Love to see that. There's a lot of feeling out there, as they would say in Supersport.
Well, but the only reason Lyon, they are trying to get stuck in because they're losing. Look at them, hands on hips, the whole pack. Well, now they take them off, but like hands on hips, how can you be like that?
They can't believe they scored the try themselves.
Score is 28.
No.
No, it's 28-0. With 28 minutes gone.
We're going up to the
It's-
TMO.
yeah.
We just want to see here.
If the try is given, the score will change. But score is still 28-0 to the Vodacom Bulls.
Yeah, I think that's a try.
Oh, he might have spilled. But did it ground it first? Because it does spill it. They're going to give it.
Yeah, try awarded.
So scores 28-5 to the Vodacom Bulls, still with a conversion to come. Lyon have scored a try, finally. Put some points on the board.
Leo Bourdieu from, how do you pronounce this terrible name? From Lyon is going to have a shot at the post. Of course, the 9th scorer in the French top 14 with 82 points. Scores on average about just over 8 a game.
What I'd like to see now from the Vodacom Bulls, Marcus, after they try, we don't become complacent. We carry on playing the way we've been playing because it's still a lot of time left in this game, Marky.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of young boys on our team who probably haven't been in this position against such a big opposition.
But they look calm, they look poised, they look confident to the Vodacom Bulls. Certainly not fazed by the try scored by Lyon. I mean, still got a massive cushion. It's a huge deficit. But I think he's got it. He does. It's a really good kick.
It's really good.
Struck it sweetly. He knows his way around a rugby ball.
Yeah, he does for sure. Score is 28-7 now to the Vodacom Bulls. Lyon are finally on the scoreboard. And to you guys at home, remember, we're giving away 4 tickets to Exeter next year when they come to Loftus Versfeld. And all you need to do is like, comment, and share. We're also giving away an awesome Vodacom Bulls rugby jersey. Talker saying load shedding has ended, but you guys are the...
Appreciate it. Morne Steyn's going to get things going again.
Kicks it deep. It's not Vuka. Holds on to his man, no Vuka.
It's had a really good game.
Yeah.
10 minutes to go in this first half. Lyon in possession inside their 22. Jean-Marc Dusain, the man who's the only man in history to make his international debut in a World Cup final. Can you believe it? Mark Lieberman brought him on with 10 minutes to go against the All Blacks in the World Cup final in 2011. Can you believe it?
Christchurch, Marky?
No, that would have been at Eden Park.
Eden Park. Close game there. Remember the Terry Dussetoir.
Yes, try, famous try.
Yeah.
Now 31 years old, Jean-Marc Dusain captaining Lyon tonight. Lineouts really function well from the Vodacom Bulls. But again, as you mentioned, can't take our foot off the throat. Bismarck goes to the back, over the top.
Oh, they're going to Bardent, Marky.
It's stolen. Knock on first by Lyon. So it'll be a scrum to the Vodacom Bulls.
Everything's going our way, isn't it?
Odd call. I think that was obviously intended for Mark Jansen van Vuuren. That would have been the play.
Yeah.
But obviously he's been felled by injury. On comes Chris Barron. Not the man you really want charging onto a high.
Exactly. And it's not the tallest man as Chris Barrett, Marcus.
I assume that play would have been designed for, as you mentioned, Mark Jansen van Vuuren or Harold Forster, man who's 6'2" and above.
Yeah.
Anyway, 9 minutes to go, Loftus Versfeld, but in the first half, potentially an opportunity for the Vodacom Bulls to work behind the scrum. And as I mentioned in the pre-game, very susceptible to set-piece moves defensively as this Lyon team. What can they cook up here? Morne Steyn directly behind the scrum. To his left, Chris Barron-Smith, then Gans, then Wandi, then Rocketman. Sravino Jacobs, the lone man on an island on the right side. 1-on-1 with Nakataki. I would love to see that. 1-on-1. Morne Steyn operating to his right. They're going to do it.
They're going to the Fuka side, Marcos. Let's see now.
Van der Linde takes them on, gets the half break.
Super explosive. That's Dylan Smith.
Good low body position, Dylan Smith. Good carry. Van der Linde. Bit slow at the breakdown there.
Let's have a look. I want to look at that tackle, ref.
There's Muller Ace over the advantage line. Bismarck. Big shots on him, goes sideways. Still in possession. Morne Steyn lining up a drop goal.
I like it.
He's got it. Oh! Off the upright.
I like the call though.
It could be on here. Dylan Critton.
Arms out though.
Arms out. It's a knock on, I believe.
I like that call from Morne Steyn. I love that call. Marcos trying to get, keep the scoreboard ticking.
He's 4 from 5 in front of the uprights, and then the drop goal, he thought it was over. He almost turned away. He thought it was a done deal, and then just off the uprights.
Well, that's unlucky. Wow, Mornay Steyn leading his team with great aplomb here, really showing them how to play against these French giants they like to see themselves as.
Okay, here we go. Like this commentary for Kenneth Smith. Wow, what a game. Jake is brilliant. Hashtag Richie your way. One more try before half time. Bulls by 40, says Tyrone.
And Teresa saying, Kakulu, even Eskom will dampen spirits. I love that.
And then Willem saying, come on, Bulls, welcome to South Africa. Keep them coming. We got some awesome prizes to give away. We're going to give that away to the most active commenter, let's say.
100%.
Ask those questions, make some statements, get involved in the comment section. We've got 2 separate prizes to give away, so there'll be 2 winners. One is a Vodacom Bulls jersey. The other one is 4 premium tickets to watch the Vodacom Bulls take on Exeter in January. It's going to be a massive clash. It's our next home game. You're going to come and watch this spectacle of rugby. I tell you what, this crowd is fired up.
Yeah, it is fired up, and the team has kept them fired up, Marcus. We're playing such great rugby. Mornay Steyn really marshalling the troops as the skipper here today. And it's what was needed for Mornay Steyn, Marcus.
As we mentioned, we're going to have to rely on the experience of a number of our Springboks and our experienced players. One was Mornay Steyn, the other was Bismarck, and the other was Nizam Carr. Those were the 3 we identified as the players we really need to rely on, hang our coat on this evening.
Yeah.
All 3 of them have stepped up.
100%. Big scrum here.
Lyon ball inside their 22 at scrum time. Scrums have kind of been 50-50.
Ball's available.
Well, Lyon are going to play it. They're going to clear their lines. It's going to find touch. That's a really good kick.
That's a very, very good kick.
Is it Leo Bordeaux? It's up to exactly the halfway line. Brilliant kick from Lyon. Relieving a lot of pressure. Bismarck du Plessis now will feed the line out to the Vodacom Bulls.
But Busy still has his moustache, Marcus. November hasn't ended.
Yeah, it hasn't for you either. Okay, Bismarck du Plessis. Van Sheep, Vans van der Linde, Mornay Steyn up and under. It's a nice one. It's definitely contestable. Won by Dumatier, the 21-year-old. He's 6'4", so he's lethal in the skies. It's a big side of Lyon, especially height-wise. I mean, their fullback 6'5", their right wing 6'4", their centre 6'4".
And maybe that's why they're huffing and puffing already, Marcus.
They're going to up and under now. Onto Similani. He's knocked it.
He's struggling under the high ballers one day.
He's not had his best evening. Lyon now going to go through their forwards.
That's Ray.
Isolated is Ray. It's slow for Lyon now. Nakazaki plays scrum off, and here's Carl Godwin who gives it to Bordeaux. Beats 2, beats 3. Great tackle. Who was that? Miller Ace, was it? Via Steenkamp. Great tackle. Ankle tackle from Via, who makes another one on Lambay. Drives him backwards.
Ooh, are we making some big hits in the midfield, Marcus?
That was Miller Ace. Big shot. No, this is Miller Ace now on Godwin. No, that's Chris Barron Smith makes his tackle.
It's a blonde hair, Marky.
Tua Fanua, speaking of big boys, and Sheep stands up to the challenge, makes the tackle, but the penalty goes against, I think it's Vieira for not releasing. Lyon working their way back into this fixture now with 5 minutes to go in the first half.
Yeah, I want to see what they're going to do. They have to go for the corner because they're putting a lot of pressure on us. So, and the time they were in our red zone, they scored a try. But we really need to stymie them, Marcos. I think halftime couldn't come any sooner for us, to be honest.
We just don't want to concede.
Yeah.
We can't concede now.
Yeah.
4.5 minutes to go in the first half. We've been dominant. Lyon are now working their way back into the game. They've got some field position. They've got some possession. And they're making some inroads, unfortunately. And the Vodacom Bulls need to be up to this. We can't lose concentration now.
Most definitely making inroads, Marcos, and we can't lose concentration. I don't think we're losing concentration. I think we are putting on a defensive display, a great defensive display, to be honest, Marcos. We make it really difficult for them. But when you're coming in phase after phase, you're bound to give away a penalty.
It's not a great kick at all. Dusain
I would love to see a contest here by Ludwig. Just one of the boys going up.
I would rather we stay on the ground and maul D.
It looks like sheep might go up.
Liam Coltman, 8 cap All Black. Do we contest? We do. Kind of. Was that an early shove from the Vodacom Bulls? No, says the referee.
Arms out
Now he gives it. So working behind a penalty advantage of Lyon. Dusain's going to try and get this ball out, but Sheep's all over it. He does now. Godwin, direct.
Mornay Steyn holds on for life.
5 meters out, and there's so many numbers out wide. We're going to be pinged for offside. And we are. Cretin carries ahead, 2 meters out. Vodacom Bulls red zone defense needs to step up now. They keep it close to the ruck to Lyon. Penalty is going to be given, and now I just want to see if there's some cheese here. It was cynical, and we were miles offside. Doesn't look like there's any cheese from the referee. Yes, there is.
Oh no.
Yeah, this is
Surely
where you
just a
see
warning.
it.
I think that the ref has been really good all in all.
Has been. He stayed out of the contest. Okay, I think that's a warning to the captain, Mornay Steyn, for offside. Lyon are going to back themselves and go for the corner again, I would assume. Yes, they are.
And the maul does look strong, doesn't it? They love their set piece to do these French juggernauts that they like to see themselves as.
Okay, that's 5 meters out now. So the Vodacom Bulls red zone defense is going to have to really step up to the challenge. The question has been posed physically by Lyon. Can we answer it? Liam Coltman, the man from Otago. He finds Cretin, and that maul looks so strong. Dusain's in there as well. They're throwing bodies behind it. Dumatia's in as well. This is destined for the whitewash, and it's over. Is it down? It is. Try Lyon. Back-to-back tries from the visitors after a red-hot start. 4 tries in a row for the Vodacom Bulls. Lyon clawing their way back into this fixture.
We can't give away too many penalties, Marcus. As soon as they start playing the game in our red zone, Marcus, it looks ominous at maul time, Marky. Score is now 28-12 with conversion to come. Come on, Bulls, one more. I agree, we do need one more, Tyron. Blue Bulls for life from Young Gravestein. Guys, what do you guys think about the last 15 minutes of this game? How Lyon have come back if you are watching at home. Go Bulls from Marshall Swartz. But yeah, thank you very much for the commentary. Power back on so I can see it all happening for myself now from René Pochita.
Yeah, Ken is saying, Mark, do you think that fatigue will play a role for Lyon? I think so, and I thought fatigue was starting to kick in pretty early on in the fixture already. I thought after 25 minutes, Lyon really were huffing and puffing and struggling. They seem to have caught a second wind at the end of this first half. Oh. I think fatigue will set in once more in the second, and I think it will really probably be the death knell for them. So they need to score as many points as they can now and to start the second half.
He's missed it. Come on. That is a massive miss, that.
That is a huge miss.
Scores
it makes it a 3-score game. So Bordeaux, his last kick was so sweet off the boot, struggled with that one, missed it. So it's now 28-12 to the Vodacom Bulls. 3-score game.
Oh, we need to get into the sheds.
1 minute to go in the first half. Lyon look a little bit more composed now. They've got their feet under them, and there's Nakataki. Fijian flyer, 15 cap French international. Got a really good lineup. They got so many options, and Lambert, Talfanua, Cretin.
Yeah, tall timber fellas. Joulard. Even Anu Buerta sometimes.
Anu Buerta was a line-out option for us.
Yeah.
Okay, kicking on Wendy again. He better take this. And he does.
Better.
And he gives it to Mornay Steyn, who looks for Rocket Man. It's unforgiving, but Rocket Man's going to take them on.
Oh, I love that Rocket Man.
Beats 2.
He's done so well there.
Wendy again. He gets tackled by Veradamu, but he gives the offload to Badnard, who kicks. No one really he chases his own kick, and there's this man, if he gets going, he's dangerous.
Man.
Dusain spotted so much space. Novuka's going to track back. Man who played both fullback, he's going to put that out, surely.
Put it out, boys, put it out. That's half time. Well, we needed that. We needed that to end quickly.
Wow.
Yo.
That is, I'm about to use the biggest cliche in commentating history. Really, a game of two halves, or half of two halves right there. Vodacom Bulls out to the races, looking untouchable, red hot, 4 tries, bang, 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 28-0. Lyon looking shell-shocked, flabbergasted, looking like the pace of the game and the altitude got to them early, but they got their feet under them, worked their way back into the fixture, worked behind their rolling maul. As you mentioned, we gave away a couple penalties. The pressure applied by the more experienced team eventually showed. They pulled 2 back, scored the try, and what a helter-skelter end to that fixture, or that first half.
Yeah, helter-skelter. It felt like a whole fixture in its own, Marcus, you know. And I think in the second half, we really need to get in the shades now, get some water in. Jake White needs to speak to his lads, and we've got a strong bench into those guys like Simpeo Matanzima who can try bash them through. Guys, Lisa Koboka, guys who can bash them through, Marcus, because we really need to get in the shades and just calm down and just come back again.
Yeah, calm down, get in the sheds, get a pep talk from Jake White, and let's get back into that fixture and let's regain the form we found early to start the first half. We'll see you for the second half. The score is 28-12 to the Vodacom Bulls. Can we pull off a miraculous victory in our Heineken Champions Cup debut? We'll see you for the second half shortly. come here. Bring your beer. I just want to go through some of these comments with you. There's lots here. Yeah, we've missed 90% of the comments. Obviously, it was on the phone.
That's how I go on YouTube and read Facebook. Yeah, show me that.
We just put the thing right here so we can.
Wait, go.
But then
Bullseye glasses up, boy. Just for the beginning.
Okay, we are back for the second half here. Loftus Versfeld, Vodacom Bulls raced out to an unbelievable start, 28-0. It was a humdinger. They led a massive goose egg, did Lyon initially.
Yeah.
Pace got to them, Highfield got to them, crowd got to them, and then they slowly came back into the game, and perhaps that experience showing. There was actually a comment here I wanted to read out. Someone asking, how many French internationals in the Lyon team? And we're trying to count earlier, there's tons. There's Romain Tuafanua, there's Felix Lambert, there's Dylan Creton, there's Noah Nakataki, there's Louis Bordeaux. There's a multitude of French internationals. So, big team we're going up against, a lot of experience. What can we do in the second half to claim this victory that we need so badly?
Yeah, Marcus, we're going to really need to come out the ranks, come out the shade really strong like we did in the first half, Marcus, and put the pressure back onto them. And Marcus, just on YouTube, Marcus, comments are streaming in on my side as well, Marcus, saying from Kuni Pasipaseda, saying go Bulls, and then Bulls don't lie down from Mornay for sure. I agree with you there. Bulls don't lie down, and there's obviously a bit of back and forth going between some fans. There's this guy.
There's a Stormers fan in there.
Yeah,
having a go.
Yeah. But give him a go, guys. It's time to get off this platform.
Then yeah, keep your comments coming. We're giving away a Vodacom Bulls jersey as well as 4 tickets to Vodacom Bulls versus Exeter to start at the beginning of the season to kick off our 2023 campaign. So make sure you comment, ask a question, get involved, get active in the comment section. You could walk away with that. And then there was a phenomenal comment here about from Rolene saying, you guys are great, makes us feel like we are at the game, and that's exactly the experience we want to provide.
100%.
So hopefully you enjoy that as we get kickoff in the second half via the boot of Fletcher Smith. Okay, Vodacom Bulls are in possession here. Bernard van Linde, who's had a phenomenal first half, 2 tries, organised the troops, played pragmatic when needed, been calm and collected. I suppose it's easy to be poised when you got a veteran in Mornay Steyn to your outside. Here come Lyon, and they want to kick off, kind of off, or continue where they left off to end that first half. Jerome Ray, tackle by Miller Ace. That's a good tackle by the number 8. He does a good job of getting away, allowing the ball to come. Fletcher Smith, all the time in the world for the up and under.
Lots of time on the ball there.
And it's a test on Wendy, who struggled so much with the high ball in that first half. And again, Lyon win it. Bordeaux almost leaves it behind him, and then the tackle by Bernard van Linde on his opposite number. Knock on initially, so Vodacom Bulls scrum, and we needed that, you feel?
Yeah, big time, we need that big time, and now let's set a nice platform here for Mornay Steyn and his charges to attack this Lyon team that really struggled in the first couple of minutes of that first half, Marcus. But remember, at home we're giving away 4 tickets to Exeter, the first home game back next year. All you just like, comment and share. And then the second thing we're giving away an awesome Vodacom Bulls 3 jersey. All you just like, comment and share, get involved. Send us your questions. Give Mark a question. Tell Mark to shave that beard, maybe.
So Renier saying, after you shave your moustache, looks like a caterpillar fighting for its life. But the comment from Renier here saying that back at Tux, that Bernard van Linde was on fire. He brings so much flair to the game, and I think that's exactly what we've seen. We've seen the flair. We've seen the sniping around the fringes. We've seen him taking the game to Lyon and keeping their defense honest around the breakdown. And this is a worry because Jacques Duplessis, who's only just returned from injury, looks like he's leaving the field due to injury, and that is a worrying sign, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, and we spoke about how injury laden he's been, and he's had such a good first half. I thought he was really good first game back. Mark was so physical, dominating the line out. Let's hope he's okay. Maybe just looking after him, but he's got a worthy replacement in Janko Sonnepoel.
Okay, Jaco Klopp is saying we need the old timers to inject some confidence into the team. Agreed, and we mentioned that with the Bismarcks, the Nizam Cars, the Mornay Steyns. They really need to step in. I think they have done.
And Marcus and Mornay for sure is saying Bernard van der Linde already for the man of the match. He's had a great first half. I think he was the man of the first half for sure, to bag two as a 9.
Mervyn saying, you two rock more than the Bulls rock. So I appreciate that, Mervyn.
You rock, Merv.
Dylan saying, Bulls will win this game, I know it. Great start from the Bulls. Just got to keep up the momentum from Clayton. Agreed. Momentum will swing back to the Bulls here. Brett Loy saying, Vodacom Bulls 42, Lyon 21. It's a big score. I am also anticipating a high-scoring game here. Bernard van der Linde sets the base for Smith at first receiver. And here's Wandi Similani.
Oh, what a line!
No ways! Scored! Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the line from Rocket Man was out of this world. He's got better lines than a Bolivian nightclub. But the ball on his outside from Wandi Similani, he committed so many defenders. gives the ball to the rampaging Rocket Man who had to beat two. He had so much work to do and scores the try under the bar.
Yeah, Marcus just shows him the ball, shows and goes off his left foot. That's Savina Jacobs. Wow, that's what we call on. Savina Jacobs is on fire at the moment. The Rocket Man's gone. Elton John
giving it horns on the keyboard. Rocket Man with the ball from Wandi Similani because he was able to commit so many defenders, and I thought initially he was running a bit laterally, but he was just committing the Nakatakis and the Viridamus of the world, and then Savina Jacobs was winding up, and that running on the outside shoulder there of Wandi, and then he has to beat two. Wow.
You're not stopping him there. I mean, the power he has, the pace he has.
Pace, precision.
Unbelievable. And the finish had a lot to do even after Marcus. He took it off the outside shoulder.
Morne Steyn has the extras. The score is 35-12 to the Vodacom Bulls. What a start to the second half. It's exactly what KK said we needed to do. Okay, Lyon have won the restart, however. It's an opportunity for them to strike back. Creton. Nakathaki, he's dangerous. Steps on the inside. Beats Miller ace. Good leg drive from Nakathaki, the 32-year-old. Fletcher Smith. Across the face of the defense. Out wide, Viridamu. Dumotier.
Too many tackles missed there, boys.
He's too good. Dumotier scores it.
And it's a try.
Wow. 8 tries in 11 games for Ethan Dumotier, the 21-year-old. He's got all the tools. He's 6'4", 93 kgs. As we mentioned, phenomenal strike rate. Scores in 70% of the games he plays, showing his world class. I mean, he's been terrible in the first half. Absolutely shocking. He's had a stinker. But then when he gets the ball in a little bit of space, you see how dangerous he is.
Yeah, super, super dangerous. Marcus beats too many men there. Look at 1, 2.
Softy. Very soft defense there.
Yeah, and he's a finisher, as Marcus mentioned. What a great finisher that man is. But keep them coming on all channels, wherever you watch, wherever you're streamed in, wherever you are tuning in here to Bullseye Commentary, because you guys are why we do this. Yeah, I'm Morne for sure getting really involved against St. Bulle. Gaan met 24 punte wen. Love that.
Trudy, we're watching from UK Evershot. I don't even know where that is. Rolene, he missed only because I do not state that the polls. Okay, I don't know what that is. I tried.
Yeah.
I tried my best, Trudy. And then, come on, Bulls, make us proud, please, says Tyrone. Bulls have a plan with the Youngs once again. Tyrone's had a few comments here.
So has Morne for sure. Oh, no. Now we can have a battle with the Bull supporters, Marcus. Love this. YouTube vs Facebook, KK vs Mark. Who's going to win the prizes?
Well, Frank One here says, Chris Smith, the next Vainant Olivier. That's an interesting one. I mean, obviously the likeness is there from the hairstyle.
Yeah.
That's about where it ends, in my opinion. But let's see what he can conjure up. He's been really good off the bench. I mean, the backline hasn't skipped a beat. And here's Rocket Man again. Morne Steyn. Looking for space. Nakataki's going to track back. It's right down Nakataki's throat, and he's dangerous. But he spotted space now. And Morne Steyn's going to fly back for this one.
That's a very good kick.
It's deep, though. It's too deep. Is it?
Yes, it is.
It sits up.
Oh.
It's going to be... Oh, Morne Steyn gives it. Is that Bernard van der Linden?
Bernard van der Linden can't do anything wrong at the moment.
Morne Steyn clears. Speaking about Helter Skelter, Fletcher Smith's going to gooi this one back in field for Badu. The big 6'5" fullback, rangy fullback, gets met, stonewalled by Nemo Nizam Kar.
Making a nuisance of himself is Nizam Kar at the breakdown as well.
Speaking of nuisance, there's the giant Roman Tawafanua. It's been quiet. Surprisingly quiet.
Oh, Bismarck's over that. He's over there. Oh, just off his feet.
Every time Bismarck enters a ruck, KK thinks he's got the ball, let's be honest.
Yeah, of course.
Such is the love for his favourite player. Here comes Dylan Creton. Good low tackle there. And Tuafanua munched. Good tackle, Polisi man. Baldi Polisi, what a tackle.
Baldi Polisi.
Jean-Marc Desain, the only man in history of rugby to make his debut in a World Cup final. The kick is on Wandi. Here comes Wandi.
Here we go, Marcos.
Off goes Wandi. Beats the line.
I love it.
It's given.
Wandi similar in making.
He's threatening.
Yes, Marcos is making. He's really making up for that first half he had.
Yes, he is. And here comes Chris Smith. Chris Barron Smith goes backwards,
Oh.
slips, offload.
Hold on to that, Chrissy.
Slightly foolish, and the knock on from Nemo, and this will be a Lyon scrum. Wrong option to go backwards.
I think Chris has to hold on to that. There was enough support around him, I think.
This is exactly what happens when you lose that direct 12. So Marco Jansen van Vuuren upsetting the apple cart a little bit in the balance of the back line, leaving with injury. Chris Barron-Smith's a natural fly-off who can play 12 rather than a 12, natural 12, and we need that 12 to put his head down, bury the head, and slam that head into the opposition defender's ribcage and be direct over the advantage line. We don't have that. So you got two fly-offs trying to play off each other and maybe trying to play a little bit too much.
Yeah, I 98% agree. The 2%, I think Chris Barron-Smith is a worthy number 12. Marco said he's played a lot of his rugby as Stellenbosch at number 12 because I don't think he's coming at the Bulls.
Yeah, this is a different level, mate.
Yeah, and I think he's coming as a replacement 10 and 12. You know what I mean? A man who can play both.
No, this isn't a criticism of Chris Smith. I mean, I said he's a fly half who can play 12. I'm saying with him there, without Marco Jansen van Vuuren, you're missing that direct ball carrier, which Chris Smith is not, and he'll be the first to admit that he's not that direct ball carrier. It's not his game.
Agreed.
So you've got two playmakers, you're missing the direction, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm going at you by the position basis.
How are these mugs, ladies and gentlemen?
Yeah,
look at that.
They're back.
Bullseye
they're back.
mugs.
Cheers, mate. Keep them coming at home on all platforms. Let us know. What do you guys think of that unbelievable rocket starting by a rocket man try by the Vodacom Bulls, and then they came back with a try? It's a great game of rugby if you're neutral.
John Becker, super first off, keep him coming, keep the pressure on. Rudy saying, you guys rock. Thanks, Rudy. Get your focus back. He said that as well. So what happened to our A-team, says Leslie. It's a great comment. South African rugby at its best. Showing Bulls rugby family. This is from Jigs.
Jigs, hey, nice Jigsy.
Hello, fellas from Wisconsin, USA. Go Bulls, says Brett. Okay. Jeepers, that's a great carry from Anu Puerta. Goes over the top. Are they going to score this? No way, surely not. They fumble it. It's been knocked.
No,
the try's been given.
They were even surprised about that.
Anu scored it. We've got to have another look at that. Okay, surely. So Anu peels off the back of the scrum, beats his man. He's 2-on-1. Instead of giving the easy pass, he opts for the chip over. They made a meal of it, but he seems to have scored it in the end. But I just want to have another look at that because to me it looked like there was a fumble in there. Somewhere. Was it by Anu Puerta? Was it by a man in a white jersey? So let's see. There's Anu Puerta. Chip over the top of Wandi Similani.
It's done so well there, Anu.
We've got to get a closer angle there, surely.
I think the man behind him, it is Marky.
Odd decision to kind of hack it over the top and chase and hope. When had a man free to his outside.
I think it comes off Smith's knee, and then the man behind him just grounds it. Yeah.
It's a try. Unbelievable. Made it a hell of a lot more difficult than it needed to be, did Anu Puerta, a man who's no stranger to these parts.
Yeah, score is now 35-24 with a conversion to come. And now this Lyon team is really within striking distance, especially if they get this conversion over.
Well, so if he gets us over, it's a 9-point game.
Yeah.
My other worry is, do we have the experience off the bench to close this game out? And we don't.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got Lizo, you've got Janku, who's still a relatively young man.
And he's already on the pitch as Janku Sonderpool.
You've got... That's it, Johan Mostert, Alaiti.
Yeah.
Makondwana will be on debut for the Vodacom Bulls. Okay, you got Jan-Hendrik Wessels, also a lighty, but
like a man
played a lot of rugby for the Vodacom Bulls.
And I wouldn't mind seeing that like so Makondwana coming on, Marcus, maybe later on, because he has played a lot of Currie Cup. He played in that Currie Cup final, Marcus, with the Pumas, so he knows what competition rugby is like.
Okay, so that's a good tackle on Anu Puerta eventually by Bismarck Duplessis. But Anu, we mentioned that he was very quiet in the first half, certainly winding up and playing with his hair on fire now. It's a bit of a hacky kick, but it's a tough one for 1D2. Oh, he's
backwards.
No, it's a knock-on.
Man. I also thought it was backwards. Yeah, and the Loftus faithful are letting the ref know, getting behind Wandi Similane there. Although Wandi should be picking that up, but I really thought that was backwards.
Look, it was a tough kick. It kind of spat off the pitch there at Wandi. It was an awkward one to deal with, but as a fullback, you need to be able to collect those cleanly. As I said, very awkward, tough to deal with, the spitting off the pitch. But if you're going to put your hands on it, you have to take it cleanly.
Yeah.
You can't give the referee an opportunity to award the knock-on, and that's what he did. Whether it was a knock-on or not, he wasn't able to deal with it. He couldn't defuse the bomb.
Yeah, worst comes to worst, just let it roll out and start again, you know. Now you're giving them a scrum in their half.
Kenneth saying, Bullseye, I love the commentators. We need to refocus, says Bruce.
Morne Fisher again saying one dealer playing Pieter. Love the run game again from Morne.
Yaku saying, even the Kimberley team plays a lot better. You actually called them. You said, is it the Griquas we're playing? They're coming back now, though. Love this from Orchid Gravesteen saying, Jake White is building a big squad. So this isn't a B team. This is a squad that can beat Leinster on any given day.
Oh, that's a big call, that.
But he's talking about the depth we building.
Yeah. And then Morne Fisher is really, really getting involved. He's the one commenting here on YouTube. Marcus saying, ons is die beste span again.
Okay, keep those comments coming. As I mentioned, we've got 2 sensational prizes to give away, including a Vodacom Bulls jersey, as well as 4 tickets to Vodacom Bulls versus Exeter at Loftus Versfeld in Jan.
And Martin Kruger asking just that, Marcus, what in Afrikaans, wat moet jy doen om die trade te wen? And Marcus told, if you like, comment and share. And then if you're on YouTube, just comment there, ask us your question, you can win that awesome prize.
Okay, we got tons of comments. Keep them coming. They're flooding in, but here comes Leon. 1-on-1 now. The trip over Wendy again. Who is that?
Morne Steyn.
Morne Steyn.
And look at the clearance, Marcos. Look at that clearance, Mark.
He needs to put them all back on side, though. What a kick. It stays in. Morne Steyn saving the day. Here comes Nakataki. I think he went the wrong way there. Tackle's made. He gives the offload, but pushed and repelled all the way up to the halfway line of Leon via the boot.
He's knocked
and the poise of Morne Steyn,
on.
and Leon knock it on. Malaise. Counter potentially for the Vodacom Bulls. Byron Smith. He's got Wendy. Wendy gets tackled. Is he isolated?
Wendy's so dangerous with the ball in his hands.
Yeah, but he just needs to have it in his hand. You see someone to just hand it to him like an NFL running back.
Yeah.
Okay, here come the Vodacom Bulls again. Morne Steyn, flat ball.
Malaise.
There's a bit of space to work with now. Bernard van der Linde. Nobuka. Hasn't touched the ball too often after his tries. Sensational try it was. Morne Steyn again. Ludwig. Very quiet game from Reinhard Ludwig. Keegan Johannes shows and
There
goes.
we go. No, hold on to the ball, KJ.
To Leon, and here they go. Liam Coltman's away. Ludwig makes a great rampaging tackle.
KJ must hold on to that.
So Bernard van Linde stayed out there. So we got 2 scrum offs effectively on the field. And now the
great
trip
kick.
over the top, and Nizam Carr's trying to deal with it, but it's going to beat everyone into touch. Again, helter-skelter, no direction, absolute chaos on the field.
Beautiful. If you're neutral, you must be loving this. It's literally try line to try line rugby here.
Well, we've taken it quickly and booted it back on Leon.
Don't know
And now
about
they're going to
that.
attack. Oh, I don't know about that either. Stedman Guns makes a great tackle. What a shot, Stedman Guns, and Nemo holds him up, and this could be a maul. This could be a maul. It is a maul. Surely it's a maul. Surely it's a
Come
maul.
on! Here it is, boys.
Vodacom Bulls ball. Needed that. Needed that. And who's there? Bismarck Duplessis.
Of course, Marcus.
Latched onto the pool like Lindsay Lohan on a dirty Friday night.
Yeah, with his dirty moustache as well.
Bulls looking good, says Tyrone. Go, boys, from Bruce Bond. Yes, Bulls, yes, Tyrone's getting involved, ladies and gentlemen. We might have a front runner here, saying the number 9, Bernard van der Linde's on fire.
Oh, Marcus, I wasn't going to have a front runner and Morne for sure. He's saying Morne Steyn is a beast. Unbelievable clearance there for sure. May Pluto's blow from Lil Sleeper. Lil Sleeper, tell us why Lil Sleeper. We've got a little gravy here in these spots.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we talk about international fans. Oleg Olaja watching from the Ukraine.
Jeez.
Wow.
Stand up, sir. Stand up,
Songs
sir.
to you, man.
Yeah.
Super fantastic game. Bulls all the way, of course, Jan. Keep those comments coming. We are building a Vodacom Bulls community. Jake saying don't write off Leon, and we certainly aren't. We won't make that mistake because they came back massively to end that first half. And they look, I don't want to say in control, but they're looking a hell of a lot better now than they did in the first 25 odd minutes of this game.
They're taking us to us, Marcos, for sure. Bulls don't lie down again from Morne for Shay. Morne, if you guys want to win this prize, you guys need to compete with Morne because he's a front runner easily as well.
So again, I mentioned this last week, the song playing now by the mental coach, Henning Gericke. This is to kind of put the boys into that mental focus that we train week in and week out to feel some level of comfort. And how can you be comfortable in a game like this when the pressure is on in the pressure cooker? That's the idea behind the song. subconsciously.
Oh no, man! You have to hold on to the
Here
ball.
comes
boys.
Leon. There's Anu Botha again. He's so dangerous at the moment. Wandi's done well with that one, however, and he beats his man. And another
Oh
one.
my word! Wandisile Simelani Pagama Mkokwatin Pagama, man.
The ball's up for Keegan Johannes and he's knocked it, but it was an unforgiving offload from Wandi Simelani. There's no one back for the Vodacom Bulls. Novuka's going to track back.
Works more, Gil. Sebenza.
He started and he falls over his own feet, and now he's 1-on-2 and he's isolated. Somehow the Vodacom Bulls
How have they recovered that if they have?
recover it. It's just too close for comfort. It's too close to the bone at the moment, ladies and gentlemen. We're looking panicked. Janku Swanepoel, direct, in our 22.
Anu Botha's down here.
Anu Botha's down at Loftus Versfeld. I'll tell you what, the second half, he's come out with animosity,
Yeah.
venom, anger, any adjective you want to use to describe him. He's been sensational. He keeps going for the boot, though. It's crazy.
He's trying to get in behind the boys because we can see
works
that
already, yeah.
we can see the boys are struggling really with running back and even take it in the air.
He can see that Wandi's not too comfortable at 15. As we mentioned earlier, of course, 13 by trade, being pushed into the number 15 jersey. That's where Jake White thinks his future is at. But of course, it's a work in progress. And so Wandi Simelani not totally comfortable
Yeah.
in that amount of space.
Yeah, 100% Marcus, because with ball in hand we can see he's lighting Loftus
Yes.
up. Let's just get the ball in his hands.
Yeah. Cleanly.
And there's Marchant Marcos, another Frenchie. He's on now.
Another French international for Lyon. And they're going to operate behind their maul, and it's worked really well for them. And again, they just get too much momentum with the initial hit. And the arms
No,
out from the
man.
referee.
Oh,
it's free play for Lyon.
Yeah, it's against Miller Ace and Janku Swanepoel there for collapsing.
Crossing from Lyon, so we go back for the penalty. and
Yeah,
more
collapsing there.
time. Just 9 points in this game.
Go Bulls, go. Don't relax. I think we need to relax first and then we go again. Keep the ball in
Claudia,
hand.
Come on, Bulls, give it horns now. Finish those froggies.
Loving the running game. Yeah, we're on to loving it. Biller's pass there again from Mornay for share. And then Donnie de Toy saying, net jammer Stormers het vandag 80 pas geval. Shame. They fell off the bus, didn't they?
Okay, the kick there from Lyon, not great. So up to the Vodacom Bulls 22. So quite a bit of real estate to work through if they want to score here. What do you make of this Vodacom Bulls defense? A bit up and down at the moment.
Yeah, Marcos, the second half of it has not been great, Marcos. Every time they get ball in hand, they look like they're going to score a try, to be honest. They're breaking tackles.
They go to the back and they've knocked it on. So
We needed that.
here comes Novuka, who's knocked it as well. I assume this will be a scrum.
I
to
want the
Vodacom
scrum.
Bulls.
I want the scrum.
I want the scrum as well. I don't like that. The clearance from Byron Smith, who's looked really controlled and poised off the bench. Fletcher Smith. Again, they're going to pepper us with these up and unders. Novuka,
Good oh, nearly.
but it's backwards. So here's Keegan Johannes, and it's wide open for Stedman Gans, who's got Wandi, who's now flooded by white jerseys, and this is isolated at this ruck. Somehow we win it back, but again, Keegan Johannes under a bit of strife, gives it to Janku Swanepoel, a calming presence in the second row. Smith, Nemo, oh, almost offload, would have been intercepted if he gave it. Vodacom Bulls, their own worst
Oh, they
enemy at the
flooded that.
moment. Still have it, we need to clear. We've got 2 fly-offs on the field, can someone clear please?
Yeah.
Sebastian Lombard, the tight head's on as well, and I saw Lizo Goboka warming up. Finally, Keegan Johannes puts the ball on Dumatia, who knocks it
Yes! He says
backwards in
backwards.
the ref. I know, the inconsistency is unbelievable. It was a knock-on when Wandi Simelani has it, when Dumatia has it.
No.
As we say that, Mornay Steyn puts it about 5 meters out,
How was that not a knock, ref?
and perhaps we can all catch our breath.
Wow, helter-skelter stuff here at Loftus Versfeld on Kirknestroon. In the debut game of the Heineken Champions Cup, our young Bulls have really showed their worth here. And we'll take a bit of a breather. And as we take a bit of a breather, remember at home we are giving away 2 awesome prizes. The first one is 4 tickets to the Exeter fixture here at Loftus Versfeld on Kirkness Road in the new year, which will be the first game back here. Then the second prize is that beautiful Vodacom Bulls rugby jersey. All you need to do is like, comment, share, and make sure you just comment, ask us questions, get involved, give your boys the push they need to get over the line here. And with that said, it's just Morne for Shay. Had Rowan Brandon saying VP, I'm not going to say, well, as what? It's obvious Stormers have lost here earlier, Marcus.
Yeah. Okay, so Willem saying, stay calm, folks. Jake White's boykies will pull it through. And that's what we're hoping, because there was another comment here, I think it was from Yaku, saying that our leaders aren't stepping up in the second half. Hines saying Morne for president.
And Morne saying again, congrats to Lizo with 100. Let's let him run on first.
Peter, Opa Bismarck, Mr. Reliable. Sheldon, Bulls defense is on point. Brett saying, if you cannot include airfare for 4 tickets, I'll take a jersey to Wisconsin.
Martin Kruger
Will you ship to anywhere? We are an international brand.
Yeah, of course, Martin Kruger saying Bulls will pull it through. Let's hope so.
Some love for Anu Boete here in the comments. Of course, a Loftus legend. And I don't use that word in vain. He really is a Loftus legend. Peter Hart saying, Bulls don't pull the Stormers.
Nick Lawrence saying, just like the URC, I think we're big competitors. I think so too. We are very big competitors in any competition. Especially when our supposed second string side is putting up such a big fight against Lyon.
Big fights is an understatement. 9 points
Ahead
is the deficit with 20 minutes to go. Lyon in possession, and they cop another penalty, potentially for a high tackle there from a Vodacom Bulls player. So interesting to see what Lyon do here. They need 2 tries. Actually, a converted try and a penalty will do it for them.
Yeah.
I assume they'll take the 3 here.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you are Lyon, you go for the 3 here, surely. Because they're looking the more dangerous team for sure at the moment, Marcus.
At the moment, 100%. So this is when, as the comment section mentioned, we fall back on the experience, the poise, the calm of our experienced players, our Springboks, your Nemos, your Morne Stains, your Bismarck Duplessis. But there has to be more. There has to be others to add to that. Your VS Steenkamps, yes, he's a youngster, but he's played a lot of rugby recently.
We need more of the bench for sure,
Your
Marcus.
Stedman Gans, who's your backline general at 13, your defensive general. Your Rocket Man, again, young player, but he's played on the highest level, at the highest level. Those are the players that really need to stand up for us.
Yeah.
I think Chris Barton-Smith has been really good on the bench.
He's been superb, Marcus, and he's showing why the Vodacom Bulls have brought him in for sure, Marcus. Because the Vodacom Bulls, especially under Jake White, the signings have been absolutely superb. Every signing has been top-notch.
Okay. Leo Bordeaux is going to have a shot at goals here. He's got it, I think.
Yeah.
Didn't strike it well at all, but it's over. Again, the deficit is reduced. 35-29.
Gideon could say saying 20 minutes left, a lot of time for the Bulls to get tactical play in and get tries and conquer the game. Yeah, we need to get ball in
Great
hand.
comment that,
That is
by
a
the
great
way.
comment, yeah. We need to keep ball in hand. We need to defend well when they're coming at us. And then when we're in their half, we just need to keep the ball and just go through the phases and go under the whitewash, over the
A
whitewash.
lot of support here for our team. Come on, boys, focus. Zany Ryan saying, please don't let us down. Let's do this, boys, says Shelton. Last push, says Sorrenta. Let's go, boys. Again, comments of support streaming in. Can this young, quote-unquote, second-string Vodacom Bulls team hold out against a Lyon side packed with talent, with class, with international experience?
Yeah.
Lyon, fine touch. I almost feel like we need to go back to our high-risk, high-reward game plan that we
I think so
started
too.
with. I mean, that's when we looked our most comfortable.
Yeah, at the moment now, we just can't keep the ball in hand, Marcos. They really, with ball in hand, they're really driving us by putting a lot of pressure on us defensively, and we're making lots of errors. But if we can just keep the ball in hand and play the dynamic play we've been playing, get Chris Smithy on the ball, get Stravino on the ball, off the inside and outside shoulders, I think we can do a lot of damage. And Wandy, but he must hold on to the ball.
I like us mauling now, and that's down.
And
So it's
arms
a
out.
penalty, Vodacom Bulls from the maul. That's exactly what we need. Can we take more time off the clock here? Clock management is key. The cross kick for Navuka almost wins it as well. We'll go back for the penalty. Navuka is threatening to break out.
What do you think now, Marcus? 3 again. We take the 3
It's
if
a
we can.
tough kick, and Morne Steyn has not been striking it too well. I think we go for the line. If that last rolling maul was anything to go by, looked really promising, I think we're going to go for the line here.
Let's see what they're I'm really unsure. That's why I'm asking, what do you do? Because I'm really unsure at the moment.
The 3 takes it out of a one-score game,
yeah.
and that's the logical decision, but Morne Steyn hasn't been striking it well, and now we're going for the line.
And he's done it.
Yeah.
You know,
And it pains me to say that.
Yeah. And sometimes as a rugby supporter, you're on the fence because you don't know if he kicks it, if he misses it, then we're in trouble. But I think you're all right, Marcus. But he didn't get enough meat off the bone.
No,
but
it was
anyway.
a poor kick. It was a poor kick from Mornay Steyn. Perhaps it's time, and I hate to say it, let's give the kicking duties to Chris Barron-Smith. He just seems to be kicking in a little bit more sweetly.
Yeah.
Line out, goes to Nemo, but it's not a rolling maul. And here's Polisiman. It's a big carry from the tight head prop, who's put in a shift of note.
Oh, no.
Hans knocks it.
Unforgiving pass over by KJ.
Wait, he didn't knock. Oh, he did. He knocked it.
Really unforgiving pass by KJ.
It wasn't that unforgiving.
Hans had to bend down really low there.
Scrum time to Leon. Let's have another look at it. No,
Oh,
it's fine. You
wasn't
got to take
unforgiving.
it.
Yeah, he
It's
has
in the
to take
bread
it.
boxes. You got to take that.
Especially from a 7 superstar with the hands he's got.
Don't lose focus. It's Willem.
Yeah, and then for Martin Kruger saying, Moras, come on, my man, you can do it. To Mornay staying there. Mornay for sure is saying a B team doing well. It's no B team.
Okay, here come the reinforcements. So, Lizo Goboka officially wins his 100th cap for the Vodacom Bulls. He takes the field for Dylan Smith.
Jan Hendrik Wessels takes the field for Bismarck Duplessis. But let's give him a round of applause.
Lombard's on for Polisiman. A round of applause, Lizo Goboka. A 100 not out. That's a century, an absolute servant of the game, Lizo Goboka. Let's see if he can make an impact immediately at scrum time. As KK mentioned, Jan Hendrik Wessels on as well. Sebastian Lombard, a very exciting tight head prospect on for Polisiman, who's had a phenomenal game back from injury. Wholesale changes.
Best
About
scrum here,
15
Bulls.
minutes to go.
Oh.
It's gone down. Leon told to use it. Bordeaux, who's got a hell of a boot on him.
Jeepers, he can smoke it, eh? Yo!
It's up to the halfway line.
Wow.
All the way up to the halfway line from the 6'5" Leon fullback.
That
Leo
relieves
Bordeaux.
all the pressure perfectly. And it's what we wanted to see from Mornay Steyn, you know,
Yeah.
Marcos. And he's really struggled to this
But
even
it now
upward
puts all
doing
the
that.
pressure back on us
Yeah.
because now Jan Hendrik Wessels, who's just taken the field, needs to find his jumper. And I think it goes back. The kick from Mornay Steyn out was not a good one. It was very short. The option not to go for the maul at line-out time to go to the back was an odd one.
Yeah.
And we just came unstuck. Here's Nemo off the line-out on midfield. Beats his man. Johannes Steyn's going to put it up into the sky. It's too shallow. He's not having a great game, Mornay Steyn. And Similani's going to chase, and we've won it somehow. Gans!
That's no, it's Similani, Marcos.
But Gans is the ball now.
I thought you meant the winner.
No, Similani did very well. Okay, Mornay Steyn. Nemo! There's space and there's numbers. Smith!
Go Barrett! Go Barrett! Go Barrett! Go Barrett! Go Barrett! Yes, he's done it! Come on, Barrett!
Chris Barron-Smith, we said he's stepped up. He's played with poise and confidence and control. He hasn't broken the line. He hasn't threatened like that, but his first opportunity to do it, and he takes it with both hands. What a try. Chris Barron-Smith, what an individual effort, sir.
Chris Barrett-Smith, Wamkelekile Loftus. Welcome home, sir. Welcome. This is where you can make a name for yourself, and my goodness, you made a name for yourself. So early off the bench, he had to come off Marcos, and he's been sublime. Wow.
Playing effectively out of position at 12. He had so much to do. He had to beat his man. Nemo, the pass was brilliant. I love him working in the wider channels. Show and go from Chris Smith. It opens up like the Red Sea. Now, he's got to beat the fullback. The one, my goodness.
Which is what he did there. He ducked a bit there. The manager was coming for him. He ducked a little bit. Finished there.
But the handoff, the fend was so strong.
Yeah,
And
Barrett.
he scores it. And I tell you what, if we ever needed a try, it was right then.
Yeah.
You felt like Leon were just clawing their way back into the game.
Yeah.
Pressure building on this young, like we keep saying, quote unquote, second string Vodacom Bulls side. But a score like that totally shifts the pressure back onto the visitors.
Yeah, scores 40 to 49 points to 29 with a conversion to come.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got to get some comments now for Chris Barron-Smith. Surely.
Corner forces saying try time.
Mornay Steyn sinks it. Mornay Steyn sinks the conversion. The score is now 42 points to 29.
I'm Roche van Royce commentary. Relax, guys. You're not going to find any relaxation here. And then well done, Chris. Some Kuni. Chris is definitely man of the match. Love you, Boyki. Wow.
How the hell can you relax at a time like this? Do you watch rugby?
Yeah.
Do you watch rugby, Paul?
And then Hendrik
cannot
Nonudi saying
relax.
great commentary.
Oh no, it's a shocker. We missed the restart. Lyon all over us. I think we still got the ball back. Keegan Johannes at the base of it to add some calm. Carries made. I think that was Reinhard Ludwig, the youngster.
Scores 42-29 to the Vodacom Bulls.
Clarence Ramone staying right. It's down the throat of Lyon and they're going to attack. They've got to go for broke now. Great read, Novuka. He applies the pressure and it's spot, and there's Nemo with the ball in his hands.
Oh, Novuka's been great as well.
Ludwig, Stein! Go back for the knock-on. Got a little bit fancy there. We'll go back for the knock-on. Cretin it was, the French international, the starting number 6.
Cretin.
Absolute Cretin.
Okay, keep those comments coming. Well done, Lizo, with your century, says Jan Bierkes. You can say that again.
I'm Konofa saying, I would love those tickets in Pretoria. What to do? So all you need to do, sir, is comment, ask questions, give the boys the push they need, and you can be that lucky winner.
Okay, Peter Hart, yes, Bulls. Yes, says John. Rudy, yes, he says, well, thanks, my Bulls, Zany. Yes, man, Laka Bola, says Marisa. Comments are flooding, and I can't even keep up with all of them.
Christo Doring.
Marisa saying, well done, Lizo, 100 not out. The blow machine from Tyrone. A lot of comments for Lizo on his 100K.
And then Marcus from Gideon could say, I love the spirit and enthusiasm. That's why I watch you guys commentating. Bulls forever from Gideon Kutsia. Thank you, sir.
Ole, ole, ole from the crowd.
I love it.
A touch over 10 minutes to go, Loftus Versfeld. Scrum time for the Vodacom Bulls. Keegan Johannes feeds. He's got Morne Steyn to his outside, who has Stedman Gans. It's an unforgiving ball. Great hand, Stedman Gans. The 7 superstar. Okay, Nemo's on the ball. His footwork is sublime for a big man.
Athletic.
There's Lizo Kamoka. First carry for the man.
How many times have you said that, Marcus? Lizo Kamoka on the ball. Wow.
Nemo, inside, outside. Stedman Gans working the short side. Gets a little bit tight. Leon flood the breakdown and they come away with it, unfortunately. Leon, last chance saloon for them.
Off the knee.
Off the shin, and Jan-Hendrik Wessels cleans it up.
That's a great clean out there.
Very much helter-skelter stuff. Morne Steyn kicks for grass, spots some
there
space.
You go. That's
a huge kick.
That is what we need him for.
There.
That's why he's there, Marcos.
Gain the poise, the calm.
Rolling back the years.
Finds some real estate, exploits it to perfection. Morne Steyn, exactly what these youngsters needed. Nursing quite a cushion now with 10 minutes to go, but anything can happen, as Leon have proved. They came back from 28-0 down to make it a game.
Roche van Rooyings is telling me, let me shout them out. Shout out to all the Bulls fans in Oudtshoorn and Roche. This is what the energy, I know you said we're giving it too much energy, but that's what we need. But shout out to you and all the fans, the Vodacom Bulls fans at Loftus, I mean in Oudtshoorn. Western Cape Woodson. I'm from the Western Cape as well, Roche, to be funny enough, from Cape Town. Beautiful part of the world, that.
Okay, Leon almost make a hash of it at line-out time. 9 minutes to go, Loftus Versfeld, but they have possession to Leon. Trying to contain them, keep them pinned back in their 22 of the Vodacom Bulls. Novuka, Sumalani, both standing back, waiting for this up and under. Should it not go out? It does go out. And we'll take that.
Stop. There you go. We'll take that.
But pretty much dead center between the 10-meter line and 22-meter line of Lyon. And Jan-Hendrik Wessels has the opportunity to feed the line out as we get the Mexican wave going at Loftus Versfeld.
Mark's favorite thing. Scores 42-29 to Vodacom Bulls with a touch over 8 minutes to go.
2 converted tries can do it for Leon, so still very much a contest. Johannes, Nemo, who's really coming big in the second half. Huge shift from him, from the Springbok. Johannes, Wessels, huge carry, Jan-Hendrik Wessels. Bulldozes him. Johannes, Makondwana's on as well. Another unforgiving pass for him, but he manages to collect it. Johannes again.
Reef, come on, man!
Ludwig's all alone now. Isolated, and they'll contest. Do they win it? They do. Again, that was poor from the Vodacom Bulls.
Yeah.
Playing with advantage now, Leon. Can't allow a try now. Great tackle, Jan-Hendrik Wessels.
Walk us over that, I think.
Now he's off his feet now. Go back for the penalty. 6 minutes to go, Loftus Versfeld.
And with the boots of Purdue, Marcus, you can bet or get this probably within the 22. Let's hope not he scuffs it. But he's got a massive boot, this kid. Oh, not his best.
Yeah.
Not his best.
It really is last chance saloon for the visitors. They've got under 6 minutes to go and they've got to score 2 converted tries. Now anything can happen. And they've showed the mettle and the ability to do it. Can the Vodacom Bulls, I mean, there's a massive litmus test for these youngsters. Can they win out this battle of attrition?
Yeah. Massive battle of attrition. Wow, the crowd is really, really energetic here at Loftus.
Here comes Lyon again, another tackle from Nemo, who's been sublime and maybe
Again.
a candidate for man of the match. In fact, let's get those man of the match comments below. Who do you believe has been the best Vodacom Bull? Who's your different gravy? Who's your man of the match? Comment below. Here come Lyon breaking down the blind side. Another try will do it for them. They're chasing onto this. Are they going to get there? They are. The last thing we needed now was a converted try for Lyon, and they score it.
Wow. You know, that man, he knew the men were chasing back. You know, Jan Vessel showed some gas there, but he was coming up against a really quick man there in Godwin.
You don't want a hooker tracking back
Yeah.
against backs there. I
Yeah.
mean, it's an unfair contest. So, I mean, Lyon, I'm shocked that they were able to score that quickly. And now it's a real game. I mean, if they get this over, it's 6 points in it.
This kick is so big for the game. Wow.
It was Cretin, inside, outside, great footwork, beat Chris Barnes-Smith. Godwin with the chip over. Jan-Hendrik Wessels did his best, but Kyle Godwin, the Zimbabwean-born one-cap Wallaby, finishes it off. A really tough kick now, however, for Badu. This could be the ball game. If he misses this,
Yeah.
I can't see them scoring 2 more times in 4 minutes. Less than 4 minutes now.
Please. But he's striking the ball nicely. We did see him miss one earlier, though. It's not the most forgiving angle.
It's right up against the touchline. Hush around Loftus. Let's see. Badu strikes it. It is.
Oh, it looks good.
It's over. My goodness. What?
Pinned that.
Wow. 3.5 minutes to go.
Score is 42 points to 36 to the Vodacom Bulls. This is when the big boys, the experienced men who are on the field, as experienced as they may be, need to really lead the charges here. This is so big. Oh my goodness.
Okay, we've
Don't know if I can watch.
We've milked as much time as we can off the clock. Monesen's going to have to strike this long, and he does. The chase is epic from Vieja Steenkamp. Best believe
Great boys.
Lyon are going to throw the kitchen sink. 3 minutes to go, Loftus Versloot officially. Lyon pinned all the way back in their half. It's still a lifetime in a rugby match, so they're going to kick it back onto us and hope we make a mistake. And they're kicking it onto Wandi, who's been shaky, but it's out. It's another great kick from Lyon. They're able to just push us so far back.
Yeah. Their kicking game has been really sublime. It's what's put them in the game, Marcos. You know, they like to play the game in the right areas of the field, and their kicking game, the Purdue's, the Fletchers, even the Nines, you know, they've really been so good with the boot here today at Loftus
And we're
Versloot.
just not applying the pressure at the breakdown to
Yeah.
make those kicks more difficult. Now we must find our jumpers. And the lineout's been a bit of a lottery from the Vodacom Bulls. Jan-Hendrik Wessels. Stolen by Lyon. It's the last thing you wanted. They're still buried relatively deep in their half, but here they come and have to make our first time tackles. There's no doubt about that. Lyon on the inside. It's a good tackle, but Lyon keeping the ball off the deck. Bit of an overlap here. Tackle must be made. Chris Barnes-Smith, good tackle from him. Nemo, they're working out wide, and that's a forward pass. There's no doubt about it. That's a forward pass. Not given, but huge tackle by Rocketman. I mean, I don't know how that was not a forward pass. That is mind-blowing to me. Anyway, here come Lyon again, still in their own half. Can't give away a penalty. They chip one over the top, and they're onto it. Stefan wins it.
Lovely steadies. No, keep
He's
the ball.
thrown the offload right into Lyon's hands. Lyon again now well into Vodacom Bulls territory and needed calm there. Well, there's a medic who's just come flying
Come
in.
on.
I mean, how do we not stop play there? Must make their first time tackles. We're over this. Surely that's holding. It's got to be holding. It's
Come on! Yes, man!
Huge call. Holding on.
It's not his arm. It's Nemo, Marcus.
Nemo over it.
It is Nemo on it.
He's done himself a mischief as well. He's down injured.
Nemo. Alhamdulillah, sir. Thank you. Thank you for you. Inshallah.
We said our Springboks and experienced players needed to stand up at this time. Nemo Nizam Kar does it. He's my man of the match, to be honest. He's been sensational.
It's hard to fight with that, Marcos, but I think...
But he's down. Keep those comments coming. Who's your man of the match? What do the Vodacom Bulls need to do to grind out the last 90 seconds of rugby at Loftus Versfeld and claim a famous victory in their Heineken Champions Cup debut with such a young side?
I know he went up very early, but I think Marcos... And I doubt they'll give it to him because he didn't play the second half. Bernard van der Linde, I think, was sublime in the first half.
He was sublime.
I think he's my man of the match if they do give it to him.
Okay, comments are flying in here. Go Bulls, slow down the clock, says Rudy. Nemo, you beauty, says Kenneth. Been saying a minute ago, we need to end this game with a penalty. Man of the match, Nemo, and says Enrico. Defense, Boykies. Defense is Tyrone, who's been so active. Work down the clock, Kenneth. Defense, Bulls. Defense from Marissa. Bulls showed the Stormers you don't need to lead for 40 minutes, but you win, says Tyrone again. Our lineouts are a mess, says Rudy. Yes, they are.
Yeah, Marco van Lochenberg saying Chris Smith. Remember, guys, it's Chris Smith with no H at the end. It's Chris Smith, Chris Barent Smith. Nemo is excellent from Cornell. Bernard van der Linde from Mornay. Chris Smith again from Rowan Grove.
Bulls, please don't stuff this up, says John. Can they grind it out? A minute left and some change. Leon steal another line out.
We had to win that.
And they got numbers. But they don't use them, Leon.
Stillman.
Really needed to win that line out, ladies and gentlemen. Makondwana almost over it. Leon come again. Surge after surge. Big tackle. Izugo Boko on his 100th game. Needed that as well. Looking a little bit narrow defensively, the Vodacom Bulls. Navuka's got a lot of ground to make up. He makes the tackle on Dumatie, who scored a sensational try. Hold up with Chris Smith.
Chris Smith working.
Now he must release.
Makondwana.
Leon looks so comfortable on the ball, coast to coast. They're happy to go. And outside wide, and big tackle required. Up to the halfway line on Leon, stretching the Vodacom Bulls defense.
15 seconds to go. We've won it, Mark. We've won it, Mark.
Jan-Hendrik Wessels with the interception, tracking back. And now?
I think it's Allah now. Has he been tackled out?
There's this hooter. What's the call? Knock on Leon. Is it?
Forward pass.
What's the call here?
It looks like it was a forward pass into the line, so they're going to go for the line out on Leon, by the looks of things.
No.
No, man.
Okay. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. Last passage of play here, surely, and it's a Leon line out in the Vodacom Bulls half. Surely we don't contest this.
If you ever need Janku Swanepoel.
Leon's line-out's been so good, and they're going to maul. Great maul defense, Vodacom Bulls. Great maul defense. Leon come again, but phenomenal maul defense. But Leon come away with it.
He's missing Makondwana. And Makondwana, nearly.
Leon going to keep knocking on the door. Bulls defense and discipline needs to be resolute. Dumatie has come on really strong in the second half. Offload, Leon! In behind with a stop!
Take it out! Yes, go!
Savino Jacobs chases the ball, he kicks one ahead!
It's KJ.
He makes the tackle as well!
Johannes.
That's forward to Anu Buerta!
That was
Hold
forward,
to Skelter
man.
again. Leon still in possession. Needed someone to just fall on that. Surely that ball's out. Wandi Similani calling for reinforcements out back. They got a massive overlap now, to Leon. Massive overlap, Lyon. Vodacom Bulls defense. Make another tackle. No, Lyon away! Tackle's made. They make the offload. Get over it! Get over it! He's holding! And now? Penalty
for what? High tackle.
High tackle.
This is now they're gonna go for the corner and maul us. Well, they have to.
Wandi Simelane tracking back with a high tackle. Yeah, it's high. It's a seatbelt tackle.
Get behind your boys at home. This is scary now.
You just felt Rocketman needed to dive on that ball instead of kick it ahead.
That was KJ.
Was Rocketman tracking back there to make the tackle?
No, you're talking about the kick and then the chase.
I'm talking about the chase here. Fletcher Smith. 5 meters out, Lyon. And perhaps some change. This is it. I mean, if Lyon score in the corner, they're going to have to convert. Remember that. Bordeaux's boot's been great. Swanepoel's won it.
Oh, arms out. No, man, ref. That's a knock there. We've won that. It's another
Going back
penalty.
for the penalty. You feel now the referee's going to almost just give them this game now. I thought Janko Swanepoel got up there brilliantly.
As well. I thought he was there first. I thought he jumped first. He was the first man to the ball there. I think it's a penalty for crossing over.
Or for interference in the air.
Oh.
Now the line out. Shouldn't even be in this position.
Yeah, over there we dive onto the ball. Or even we just kick it out. It's football, kick it into the stands. One time.
Lack of experience, which is to be expected, I suppose. With such a young group. Can they hold out? Jeez, what a take from Lyon, and now the maul looks so strong. But great maul D from the Vodacom Bulls.
Maul D,
exceptional maul D, Vodacom Bulls. Lyon come away with it, but the maul defense, sensational. Can we hold out? Godwin for Lyon. Great leg drive. They're going to go back down the blind side. Big tackle. Big tackle, Vodacom Bulls. Stonewalled. Ball's gone awry. Make the tackle, and it's made. Driven back now, Lyon. Back to the 22.
Yes! 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 Yes, man! Come on!
That's
Stand
match.
up!
Game, set, match. Vodacom Bulls defense stonewalled them. The writing looked to be on the wall when they went back-to-back mauls, but the maul defense from the Vodacom Bulls, sensational. And then the defense to repel and repudiate and push Lyon back, eventually winning the penalty in the process. We're going to boot this out and win a truly historic game for so many reasons, not least of which it being our debut in the Heineken Champions Cup, but more than that, doing so with this group of youngsters, this quote-unquote B-side. What a victory for this union.
I'm so proud, Marco Zetic. How many times have I stood here? We both stood here and proud of this team. Unbeaten again at the Kraal. Unbelievable by these youngsters.
It's a fortress. It's a fortress.
Speechless.
Mornay Steyn, the man.
Tap and kick it out.
We're looking at, oh my goodness. We're going up to the TMO here.
No, we're not.
It's over. Thank goodness. That's it. The Vodacom Bulls score historic victory at Loftus Versfeld. Another one. Another feather in the cap. Another string in the bow cakes. I'm almost speechless. So the victory is 42-36 to a young second string Vodacom Bulls side. Historic victory. We kick off our Heineken Champions Cup campaign, the World Cup of domestic rugby, they call it, with a massive victory against the French giant.
Yeah, Mark, what I need to say is that how proud I am again of this team, especially these young boys, Marcus, to come up here against a star-studded Lyon side and do what they've done and then defend their line like it's their house, Marcus, because this is their house. This is their home. They defend their families. They're defending the Kraal, defending Kirkness Road, Marcus, and it's such a proud performance. And yeah, all I can say is, yeah, Marcus, the Heineken Cup, here we come.
And I think the real comment there is we scored 4 tries. We've gone just to kick things off. We've gone over that a million times, and we started out like white lightning, allowed them to come back into the contest, and then it was pretty 50-50 in the second half. But you really feel that the lack of experience and cohesion and synergy was really going to come to the fore in those final dying seconds when Lyon had back-to-back mauls, and their maul had been so good, and you just felt the writing was on the wall. They were going to keep knocking on that door and bash it down, and you could say you're going to feel sorry for the youngsters, but you can understand that they let it slip at the end. They're too inexperienced. No! They step up to the plate. They make their one-on-one tackles. They repel a Venice of ferocious maul via Lyon. And they stop them, stonewall them, and they win the penalty and kick it out and score a historic victory.
And not Mark, I think Nizam Khan needs to stand up there, Marcus, because I saw him talking to the lads before the line. He kept the poise with the boys and just told them, just marshaled the troops around that red zone, Marcus, and it was just so beautiful to see. If he's so I'm cracking up, but if he's off the field, Marcus, Nizam Khan, we struggled there. And I'm telling you, Nemo was a big influence there, Marcus.
He was a colossus. He was the fulcrum of this victory. Was Nizam Nemo Khan, my man of the match, and deserving so. Okay, we've got 2 prizes to give away. I've got one already in the Facebook.
I've also got one.
Okay, go for yours on YouTube.
Which one are we giving? Should we go for rugby, my side, and tickets aside, or which one?
Doesn't matter.
I'll go jersey, my side.
Okay, cool.
Okay, fine. Mornay for sure. You have won that rugby jersey. You've been crying out for all day long. You've been so good with your comments, asking us questions, getting involved, and we will get in contact with you, sir. And yeah, you've won that rugby jersey.
Okay, for the 4 tickets, you'll have to special premium tickets to see us win another game in the Heineken Champions Cup here against Exeter. Tyrone, Angelo, Sylvester, you have been a colossus in the comment section, so active. Congratulations and thank you to everyone who's been involved. We're giving away prizes. I feel like Oprah, the amount of prizes we're giving away week in, week out. So keep coming back. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's been a historic game of rugby. All I have to say, B-side for who? B-side for who? We don't have a B-side anymore, ladies and gentlemen. This team has more depth than any other club team in World Rugby, and we proved it this evening against a French giant Lyon. The Vodacom Bulls begin their assault of the Heineken Champions Cup with a historic victory at Loftus Versfeld. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you next week when we travel up to Exeter. Thank you so much. Enjoy this victory. I know we will. Thank you very much.